Word up. All right, Shalom. With the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this wicked and sinful kingdom called America. But before we go any further, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, HaKakwadash. Double honors Apostle El's Great Millstone, Shalom to the elect. There's a lot of things going on. Esau's going down. All right. Prophecy is fulfilling itself, and the water Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai. For speeding up the times, give me if you don't have anything, give me Mark 3 and 25. All right, we'll start from there and see where the spirit goes. But there's a lot going on, man. All right, you got these left wingers, right wingers, same fucking bird. You know, these pea-brain Americans. All right, at each other's throats. All right, because Esau is being revealed, man. The self-proclaimed so-called white man is being revealed, you know, before everyone. Go ahead and bring it out.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 25.
Yep.
And if a house be divided against itself...
Start up some.
Okay, call it.
23, I believe.
This is Mark 3 and 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan?
Mm-hmm. And who's the physical counterpart of Satan? What's that? Yeah, you want to give him a bottle of water? Yeah. You know, who's the physical, counterpart of Satan? Okay? Biblically, it's the self-proclaimed so-called white man, the Hebrew Edomite. Okay? And they're pushing forth, all right, what Satan wants on the left-hand side, which is what Yahushai wants, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai wants, man. Okay? Which is prophecy. And a nation that, well, let me finish out.
This is Mark 3 and 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
So this place was set for a fall from the beginning. All right? How you think Esau came over here? The backdrop story why he came over here. Okay? Because this place is supposed to be a place for thugs and criminals, man. All right? Cristobal Colon, got kicked out of England, man. Spain. In that region. All right? But the point of the matter is, they're divided. And they can't stand. It tells you in Job, the 5th chapter or the 20th chapter, he set bounds that he cannot pass. And we're living in those times, man. That's why you see confusion, chaos, people at each other's throats. People are looking for someone to blame. Huh? Yeah, just hold on, Jack. They're looking for people to blame, but look, it's you Edomites, man. It's you so-called white people. You're the ones in rulership, And that guy, I forgot his name. He's irrelevant, man. He's a low-level demon devil. He was irrelevant, all right? But he's just the first of many. You got something, Mike Oliver?
Yeah, that group 4 about is like a take good comfort.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's Baruch chapter 4. I'll start at verse 30. Baruch 4 and 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee.
Yeah, so the Lord's going to comfort us, man. All right, and we're living in the times where the elect's going to come back for that comfort. All right, 2/3, your comfort's in Egypt, man. You've made your allegiance, all right? It's being proven and shown each and every day. You got Jakes out here willing to pay for it. I don't know how true it is, but willing to pay for his kids and their education, all that badness. When that dude wasn't even about college, he wasn't even about education.
It's Baruch chapter 4, verse 31. It says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall."
Yeah, miserable are they who have afflicted us. Who have afflicted us? Esau, he's at the top of the list, man. All right, you heathens are joined unto it. All right, but Edom's the one ruler right now. And like it tells you in Deuteronomy 30th chapter, the things that befell us is going to befall them. And you see it happening, man. Start off with their women. All right, desiring Jake. You know, you see a 5-foot Issachar, right, with a badass Edomite, man. You know, Issachar ain't going for them fat slops no more, man. You know, I had a Edomite tell me one day back in the day, he was like, man, you know, what, you know, like, thank you black guys and, you know, you Mexicans, because y'all take away all the ugly white women from us. Dude I used to work with. You know? And I just laughed. I said, it was fucking true though. Jake go get a fat ass Edomite, 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? But times are changing now, man. We getting them blonde hair, blue eyes. You know? They got them asses like Eve, man. And that's what, you know, it starts with the women, man. All the way down to your system. All right? What you created was eventually come against each other, man. Esau thought he was doing it up, thought what he was doing was a bright idea. In actuality, it was to bring your kingdom down, man. You got it.
Yep. Baruch 4, in verse 32, it says, "Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons."
Yeah, so this place is miserable, man. You can see it on everybody's faces. Going back to Proverbs 29 comes to mind. You know, when the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice. But we know the righteous are not in authority, so people are mourning. Everyone is mourning, man. In some way, form, or fashion. And it's all because you devils, and you're going to be eradicated soon come. All right? Yeah, you stunk it up, man. The unrighteous philosophies, the laws, the decrees that you bring forth made no sense. That's why you're always going back erasing your laws. Establish new ones, man. Because you fucked up. That's why the ways of the Lord are perfect. You know, if you had a righteous bone in your body, you would have took heed to the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures, man. But that wasn't possible because the Lord didn't create you that way. You got it.
Yep. Baruch 4, in verse 33, it says, "For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation."
Bam. Because they rejoice. They rejoice at the downfall of Jake, man. Yeah, we you know, we conquered you, so we're superior over you. Now it's Bible prophecy. You know? And now the tables are being turned. All right, and now you got your, oh, you hear what that devil said, yo? See, that's why you know it's all bullshit. He prayed for 33 hours. You know? We know what the numbers all about, Esau. That it wasn't one of theirs. Because that's fulfilling prophecy, man. You can't point the finger. Look, you can only point the finger at Jake for so long. People are waking up to your wickedness, man. And the same shit that happened to our people is going to happen to this place, man. But they say everything comes back around full circle. And it's coming back around. You can see it over the hills, man. Destruction. Go ahead.
I can keep reading down, but I'll just read two more. It's Baruch chapter 4 and verse 34. It says, "For I will take away the rejoicing over a great multitude, and their pride shall be turned into mourning."
Yeah, who's rejoicing right now? Right? These Edomites don't know what the fuck to do. They want to point the finger at Jake so damn bad, right? Now you got HBCUs being put on lockdown, because there's no way one of ours could have did it. He's too smart, right? They got the nerve to say mental health. Yeah, you devils need some goddamn mental health, man. You do need it. You know? Be the main ones messing with animals, popping their children, right? Just disgusting foul, man. Joe said people shooed you out the way when they saw you, man. Get the fuck out of here. And nothing has changed in that spirit. Actually, it's gotten worse. Read that part again.
Yep. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 34. "For I will take away the rejoicing over a great multitude."
Yeah, because y'all rejoice too fucking long, man. Too fucking long. You gonna come to understand, especially in the kingdom of heaven, what's gonna be played out here on earth, what you was really created for. All right? And your worth and your value to the true living power, man. Which is spit. Spit. Matter of fact, I just spit it. That's what you are in the eyes of the Lord. You little white babies, right? Little Edomite babies. You know, and forgive me because I told they speak with salt. You know what I mean? But the Lord said, y'all ain't nothing, man. You know, you see these pictures with, I'm not even gonna say his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about, with a white Jesus in heaven. It's like, come on, man. No more rejoicing, man. The fun is over. Remember the Lord said in Amos, the 9th chapter? He's going to destroy this place. But we're talking about Jake, but you apply it to these times now, it's talking about America, man. For all its wickedness, man. You got it.
Baruch 4 and 34. "For I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning."
And how's the Lord doing that? Through prophecy, man. All right, though it tarry, wait for it, it shall surely come, it shall not tarry. Come upon 250 years, this place wasn't destined to last forever. The Edomites wasn't destined to rule forever. All right? The Lord said, if he don't come, there will be no flesh to be saved. He couldn't even save an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? These devils would destroy themselves. There was a show called 1,000 Ways to Die. And this one Edomite dude was experimenting. And he had some type of two powders that when you rub them together, they make an explosion. And you know, his gum, he was chewing gum around flavor, and he was too busy, you know, mind on something else. He dipped it in the powder and then put it back in his mouth, and it blew up his mouth. Jaws is busting and exploded, man. You know? It made me think about that. But these devils gonna destroy themselves, man. But before that, he's destroying the people. He's destroying the earth, man. And the Lord's not even gonna let it even get that far for him to destroy himself. Well, with the missiles, but you know what I mean. You got it up.
Yep, that's the next verse here. It's Baruch 4 and 35. "For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure."
Yep. So these fires that the brother's reading about, it's talking about, you know, the missiles. All right. That no one seems to be talking about anymore. He's not talking about them in the news no more. All right. But it's gonna be talked about through the prophets, through the men of the Lord. There's nothing else to talk about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Oh, you know, NFL just started back. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, this person got trouble. Oh, yeah, that's cool. But what really matters is what's getting ready to happen on the earth, man. And a lot of our people are gonna be blindsided. They're blindsided now. But anyways, you can read about that in 2 16, about the fires that's coming. Isaiah 66 comes to mind, you know, as well as many other scriptures. The Lord created a waster to destroy. We're living in those times, man. You want to know the happenings? You want to know what's going on? What's getting ready to happen? You better lock in, all right? And turn back from your wickedness. The ways of this world will get you destroyed, man. That was it.
It was one more line, but I'll
Yeah,
speak again.
yeah.
Root 4 and 35, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Yeah, you know, those beasts. All right, it's gonna be the fowls. It's gonna be a great feast here, man. Ain't nobody gonna be dwelling here. You know, off the dead, slain bodies, man. Go ahead, Paul.
I got something right here.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 73 and 5. Just going back, you see how the tables are turning.
Yeah.
It says, they are not in trouble as other men.
Talking about the Edomites, man. You know, they're not in trouble as other men. All right?
The world is in trouble.
Go ahead.
Neither are they plagued like other men.
Go ahead.
Can I have some lemonade? Some sweet tea right there. I'm pregnant.
Keep reading, bro.
Okay, calm. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment.
Right. You know, and that's playing out right now, man. Amongst you devils. You Edomites. Okay?
It says, God
ahead,
shall
bro.
bless the charity amongst
Their
men.
eyes stand
Read
out.
it from the top.
Okay, calm. This is Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men.
It says, you know, neither are they plagued like other men. All right? Because it's a time for them to be plagued, man. And we're coming into that time now for them to be plagued. You know? Yo, you want tea?
Yo, he's pregnant by me. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's Alan and I'm Marisha. We came for the forefathers of slaves. That indigenous people were the first one amongst the earth. Before black people was native.
Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment.
Yeah, and this is going to play out in these times, man. All right? Violence is going to plague them like a garment? What that last part say?
Khan, this is it says violence covers them as a garment.
As a garment, man. My
A
God,
garment
give me
is
Ezekiel
the
35.
type of clothes.
Real quick, Papa Shaw. You know? We're living in times where blood's getting ready to pursue these devils, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, point one was like, blood shall pursue thee.
It's Ezekiel chapter 35
Mm-hmm.
and verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, we're living in those times, man. All right? And look, a lot of it's coming from their own people, man. All right, but look, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to rouse up Jake, man. He's going to rouse up the head tribe Judah. All right, and once that happens, then all the other tribes going to get in line. And you think you got something on your hands now, wait till that happens. Okay? You Edomites are already feeble, weak, mentally, physically. All right? Jake is ready to take out aggression, man. And these devils, don't why you think they got robots? You know, they got this different blessings with a sword. Because he know that they at least know it's getting ready to go down. You got it.
Ezekiel 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh.
And the Lord lives forever. Right? What comes to mind? Deuteronomy 32. I lift up my sword. You know, he says he lives forever. Roughly paraphrasing. You got it.
It says, I'll just read it again. Ezekiel 35 verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, blood's going to pursue, chase, right? It's like them cops. I'm in pursuit. They're going to chase Esau. He think he got away with things, man. He did not get away with nothing, man. We see that now. If you're spiritually watching what's happening in the earth, no one trusts this devil. All right? He can't make deals anymore. Everyone else, the weak are saying that they're strong now. He's through. He's finished. What's left is destruction for him, man. You got it?
It says, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, what was that devil? We always bring it up from time to time. The Indian killer, Andrew Jackson, said he couldn't put his sword down for an hour. For an hour. That was Columbus?
Yeah, Andrew said there was no good Indian.
But a dead Indian, that's right. The water. You know? Two devils, same family tree. You know? But since they didn't hate blood, blood's going to pursue them. All right? And there's going to be nothing they can do about it, man. Nothing. Because it's thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. Judgment is coming for Edom. If I'm like, got anything, get what's that? Isaiah 63. Isaiah 63. Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel.
Well, look, the answer to that question is Yahushua, man. All right, who the world calls Jesus. His name is not fucking Jesus, man. Okay? If they had Jesus written down on toilet paper, I'd wipe my ass with it. The hell with that fucking name. It don't mean shit. Keep going.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength, man, with the angels, with the chariots, with the world even called UFOs, man. They're the chariots of the Lord. And people laugh, people smirk. But here it is. The Lord gave this devil technology to make vehicles, but the Lord ain't got vehicles in the heavens. You know? You got a question?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I want to so you said it's not Jesus. So what's the name? Is it Yah?
Nah.
It's not Yah either. What is it?
Yah is who the world calls God is Yahweh. He exists. Yahweh Shai is the world called Jesus. That's not his name. His name is Yahweh Shai. He delivers, he saves. He only saves his people. Going back to Matthew 1. You know, he shall save his people from his sins. That's their names in the ancient Hebrew. Because the Lord spoke Hebrew. He never spoke this bastard tongue called English.
So it's not Yahweh either?
Nah.
My grandmother is a Hebrew Israelite, but I guess she was saying the names wrong.
Well, when you say she was one.
I mean, not she was, she is.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What's your father? What?
My father's deceased, but before he passed, he just started, my brothers and sisters, he just started steering us this way because we was in a Bible Way Temple. It was a church called Bible Way Temple on State Street, but he stopped that because he said he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Right. So, okay, so when you fill out a job application, what nationality do you put down? Black. So you be so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. That's your biblical nationality, right? And read Jeremiah 17, it said we'll be discontinued from our heritage. But now we're coming back because the Lord's coming back. The elected is people being waking up. This message is going forth, and now people know who they are to turn back to the true and living power, but the correct names, so the Lord can have mercy on them. You have more questions? Now we're going to get back in the scriptures.
I'm listening, man.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
trying
cool,
to get
cool.
deeper into it.
Cool.
Because that's what I'm...
All right. Read it from top.
This is Isaiah 63:1.
Come.
Who is this that cometh from Edom
Mm-hmm.
with dyed garments from Basra?
Now Edom, all right, you know, they're being called white today, but their biblical nationality goes back to a man named Esau. Okay, and the scriptures say that how does it go? Turn things upside down should be esteemed as cosplay. Yeah, Esau has turned things upside down to the point where, you know, his it's a word I want to use. He's put a covering over everybody, you know, even over himself, by saying that he's white. Because when you read the scriptures, Esau, Edom, the Edomites have a date with doom from the Heavenly Father for all the wickedness they have done. Go ahead.
This dead is glorious in his apparel,
Mm-hmm.
traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right, which is the angels. Chariots, go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness minded to save.
Mm-hmm. So who's going to save? It's Yahushua, man. All right? And that's what we lean on. We're not leaning on, you know, Esau, Edom. This man's going down. We're not leaning on his science, his pseudoscience. You know, at the water, I watched my shop taking that devil out too, man. Because he was pushing that, what is it? You know, when they use science as a part of like they're better than a particular race. I forgot what they call it.
Pseudoscience.
That's yeah.
Critical race theory.
Yeah, but you know how they were saying the dude that just got blinky down. He was going into how the reason why white people are better because of I forgot, man. The elder always goes into it, man. The elder from London.
Has to do with their anatomy, something physical, or is it?
Yeah, it's they try to, you know, use science to say that, you know, this is why they're better than us, why they should be over us. I forgot, but I know Elder Yashawama goes into it too.
Pseudoscience.
Yeah, you know, that false way. But anyways, you got it, bro.
Isaiah 63:2.
Yep.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel,
Mm-hmm.
and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Yeah, so, you know, it's a representation of, you know, a lot of killing the Lord's going to do when he comes back. And we read Ezekiel 30:35, you know, blood's going to pursue Edom, all right? And this is all coming from the Lord, man. The Lord wants this. The Lord wants this. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, this is the Lord's fight. All right? This is Yahushua's fight, man. He got a bone to pick with these devils. He got a bone to pick with everyone except for the elect, man. All right? Yep, you got it.
And the scripture say, vengeance is the Lord.
That's it.
Vengeance is mine.
That's it. Go ahead.
For I will tread them in mine anger.
See, the Lord says he's coming back angry. And why is the Lord coming back angry? People gotta answer these questions or find the answers to them. Why is the Lord coming back angry? Well, how did the Lord leave the earth? Mock, ridicule, put to death. Okay? Go ahead.
And trample them in my fury,
Mm-hmm.
and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Yeah, which is not really going to happen. Just saying that the Lord's going to do a lot of killing when he comes, man. All right? That was in on that.
You want that Matthew 10?
Yeah, yep, that's spirit.
It's Matthew chapter 10. Matthew 10 and verse 34.
Yep.
It's red letters, so Yahushua is speaking. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I've come not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, you got to think about it. You know, a lot of people, you know, with the stuff that's been going on in the earth, mainly in America, but, you know, throughout the four corners of the earth, everyone's asking for peace. Everyone's asking to come together. But why is that? Why is that? It's because now that every other nation outside of the Hebrew Israelites are catching hell now. So now they want peace. Now they want everyone to come together. Well, Yahweh Shah said he ain't bringing that, man. He ain't bringing it. The Lord ain't forgot nothing that these heathens have done to his people, man. All right? You know, they set up stores and shops in our neighborhoods, feeding us poison. From the liquor stores down to the smoke shops, down to the fucking fried chicken. All that shit's fucking poison, man. You want?
Yeah, I got a precept. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me.
Yeah, it's gonna reward them with the missiles, man. All right, those ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what the Lord's gonna visit this place with. Now I remember back here a few years ago, dude I went to high school with, he was like, so if this is happening, where are you gonna be? I said, hopefully in a chariot. And he got back in the GPS van and hauled ass. Like I was talking stupid. You know, we know we're gonna be in the midst of this stuff. But the way out of it is, Lord willing, being taken up in a chariot, man. Because destruction's gonna happen to this place. Look at all the rape, robbery, and murder that look, what the scriptures say in Numbers. Is that Numbers?
33.
Yeah, this land cannot be cleansed. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got people running around saying, God bless America, this, that, and the third.
What you say you couldn't cleanse for, brother?
Let's get it for him real quick. Numbers 35, or is it 33?
It's 35.
35 and 33? So,
Number 35.
yeah.
I got a precept after that too.
Okay, you said 33, right?
Yeah, 33.
Come. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
And who has shedded our blood, all right, in this land? So starting off with the northern kingdom, all right, Ephraim all the way down to Issachar, the so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and then southern kingdom, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Who did that? The Edomites, right? The Hebrew Edomite, the so-called white man. So the only way this place is going to be cleansed is through their blood being shed. And that's just a righteous thing. The Lord tells you in 1 Thessalonians, I think the first chapter, or 2 Thessalonians, it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those who have troubled you. So it's a righteous thing in the eyes of the Lord.
Yep. And this is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Yeah, who the Idumeans? Idumeans is the Greek way of saying Edom, right? And they've been getting off that name since the longest. You know, it made me think about roots. You know, we be getting the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna be like, you're an Edomite, boy. You know. But yeah, they try to get off that name. But look, the Lord's getting ready to come down upon you, Idumeans, man. You got that?
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yeah, because, you know, Esau has no room for repentance, man. All right? There's no salvation for this devil, man. He's cursed. He is cursed, man.
Hey, you remember you just, all right, remember how in Roots, they tried to beat they beat our heritage out of us. We go beat their heritage into them. It's gonna be the other way. They beat our names and our language out of us. We go beat their heritage and their name into them.
That's right. So since you said that, we might as well get Deuteronomy 30 and 7 real fast. Somebody get it real quick. Because that's true. Bring it up.
All right, this is this is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee.
See, that's the problem that people fail to realize. They have enemies according to the scriptures. All right? They think their enemy is someone in their neighborhood to give them a wicked, screw face, eye or something. All right? No, we got real enemies according to the scripture. Psalm 83 goes into that. You got something? Oh yeah, you get it if you want.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And remembrance upon us, the true Israelites, man. Because the name of Israel is still here, but once again, amongst our people. That's why people are calling themselves Black, Latino, Cubano, right? Call themselves Bahamian, all right? Cape Verde, yeah, Cape Verde, calling ourselves Choctaw, Blackfoot, madness. Those names was given to us by our oppressor, man. You got Lumbee Indian, they in the fucking river. You gonna name yourself after a fucking river, bro? Jake needs to be put the fuck down, man. Anyways, go ahead, bro.
Psalms 83 and 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Yeah, the heathens, right? The ones that were not chosen, the ones that the Lord look as dust on the scale, the ones that the Lord looks as spit. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarnes, Jabal and Ammon and Amalek.
Yep.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Yeah. So you have what? Esau, Edom. You got a so-called white man, right? The so-called Africans, Ishmaelites. Okay. All these heathens have come together with one consent, man. Go ahead.
Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah.
So go back, John 30 and 7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Yeah, what's one of these curses? Black on black crime. All right, we've been witnessing Edomite crime, but now it's getting to the point where, look, it's making national news. Okay? That's Edomite on Edomite crime, man. What the hell, y'all should be living it up. But they can't, because we're living in a time where the Lord's taking this man down. We just read the joy. We just read the mirth is over. Now prophecy is rolling. And a nation divided cannot stand. It's not standing, man. Here it is, Chuck Schumacher, right? Schumacher, whatever the fuck his name is, was saying they're going, it's gonna be a government shutdown if the Republicans don't agree on one of those Medicare laws or whatever the case may be. All right. They can't come to agreement on nothing, man. Once again, this is all Bible prophecy, man. You got it.
I'll start from the top. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah, and they hate us, man. They're glad that we're in this position that we're in. Right? Servants shooting each other down, committing adultery. Think about that, man. That alone, Lord can wipe this man off the face of the earth with 40 pushes. Just those three things. But the Lord's gonna put these curses on our enemies, those that hate us. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we live in tough times, but yeah, we rejoice when we see things happen to these Edomites and these other heathens, man. We love it. I know I love it. You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 5. Well, start from 4.
The Holy Spirit say,
knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, it's just short. It's very short, man. All right. Well, look, you gotta remember. You know, the scriptures say, where is that at again? It's like 1 hour or 1 day to the Lord. It's a 1,000 years to man. Brothers know what I'm talking about. You know, but it seems like, you know, they've been ruling for so long. This is just a blink of an eye in the eyes of the Lord, man. You know? This time is short, man. And look what he did with his time. Screwed up everything.
In a day.
In a day. Y'all remember that little cartoon that brothers put on their pages? Where it shows the Edomite shooting snakes and then putting snake boots, and then the aliens had to come and finally destroy him because he was chicken factories all over the damn place, and they're like dun 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 dun, you know. And that, I remember last time I put it up, they took it down. They took it down, man. They flagged it. But it's true. Your time is short. All right, the sand in the hourglass is running out. Why do you think all these what you call them, man? These bunkers, these bunkers are being built for these elites and these underground cities that they've been had. Okay, they've been in their time was short. Think about when the chariots was surrounding the White House back in, was it the 70s? You know, that scared the shit out of them then. They said, we gotta move. You got it.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah, what is dung? Shit. Brothers have bowel moments. You don't, you know, once that thing is in the toilet, man, you don't wanna look at it. You know? You flush that thing down, then you get up and look. Make sure you got everything. That's how this man's gonna be. No reason why we should be thankful that we're Israelites, man. You don't want to be a two-time loser Edomite out here, man. Like the one that asked for the water. Now, he could have been a Jake, you know, but still, his time is short, man, when we're forecasting it to you. So knowing that, you should be turning back to the Lord. We're not joining hands with this devil. Scriptures say, though hand join hand, the wicked shall go unpunished. You got it, bro. Where we at? Yeah.
Oh, this is Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark.
Yep, this is a time for being exposed, man. They work deep in the dark to hide their counsel, man. Because you got to remember, secrecy is power. Secrecy is power, man. You know, it was a trend. What was it, Instagram or TikTok? I don't know. Never let them know your next move. And Jake was doing stupid shit. People were doing stupid shit. But bros, remember that? Yeah. You know, but it's power and secrecy, man. They're being exposed on all levels. All levels, man. How you think we got taken down? You know what I'm saying? Not being in agreement on one. Ultimately prophecy, yes. You know, but the Lord kept throwing curveballs, man, into what we wanted to do. Same thing with Esau. But you got it.
You know, yeah. Like, cause you know, it was steps and stages. You know, we was infiltrated, we was compromised, our integrity was compromised, our morale was compromised. We was letting the enemies slide in through the cracks. You know, we wasn't being circumspect and vigilant. Mm-hmm. You know, it didn't just happen overnight. You know, gradualism. You know, step by step. You know, right now we watching Esau Edom go down step by step. Whistleblowers, in-house fighting, the right against the left. Edomites starting to bump their gums too much, and then they get deleted because they don't want certain information to get put out. got it, brother.
My God. It says, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
The angels. Because remember the scriptures say that the eyes of the Lord 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the evil and the good, if we paraphrasing. The Lord got the angels out here, man. In their little secret rooms, their meetings, all right, in their little dungeons, wherever the hell they're at, their high sky rises, around the round table, consulting what they want to do, how they can keep the children of Israel down, oppressed, and destroyed. And the Lord's having all those things leak out, man.
And in the way, we angels too, because angel mean messenger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we keeping our eyes open and we watching what they doing and speaking on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we speaking on their devices, speaking on their schemes, on their wicked plots, on their plans, on their inventions.
Homies,
Let me get mine real quick.
yes.
Going to that point
First
little.
Corinthians 2 and
This is
11.
Deuteronomy 7. This is a quick one. Deuteronomy 7, verse 22. It says, and Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, thy power, will put out those nations before thee by little and little. It says, thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon thee. But, you know, this is going to the ites. It was when we was getting ready to inherit the Holy Land, all the Hivites, Canaanites, the Girgashites, you know, all them ites, man, Ham, you know, nations of Ham. The Lord says he's going to destroy Ham little and little, man. You know, that eventually over time, that, again, we're going to overcome them, man. And that's what the Lord's doing with Esau, man. We read Deuteronomy 30 and 7. That's a curse, man. You know, the curse of Ham, you know, Esau got a curse too, man. And Ham's curse ain't as bad as Esau's curse, man. Right. You know, because Esau's curse, he's about to be annihilated, man. You know, and that's what we're seeing, man. It's more than just America going down, it's Esau going down. Because we're going into about the elites being exposed. Nobody's, you know, you see people bickering back and forth on TikTok and Twitter. They're not arguing about Rothschilds or Rockefeller or Gettys or people that are actually important. You know, they're responding to the stuff that they're getting put in front of, man. Right. Because the enemy Esau, the elites of Esau, they want division, man. Yep. Because their big plan is NWO. While you low-level Edomites crying about making America great again, they want a one world order. Right. You know, dealing with the UN and the NATO and all nations, conglomerates of nations coming together, man. And you seeing your tax dollars going to Israel is just the start of that, man. Yep. You know. But again, you know, that's the whole point, that the Lord is ultimately making this plan fall upon itself, because again, no one really knows who's really running the show. They're just responding to the stimulus. Oh, that, you know, he did this. The nigga that shot him was like this. He was a tranny. Like, bro, it's social engineering, man. Right. Because they want a civil war. It profits the elites. It don't profit America. You know, you everyday Americans. Imagine a civil war. You know, you working a 9 to 5. You got a civil war. You know what I'm saying? That don't benefit you. That benefits who? The elites, man. Okay, we know what's going on, man.
If anything, that take away from you, because
how you gonna work?
Yeah, how you gonna work, and things gonna be disrupted.
Yep. You made a beautiful point. All fingers point to these elites, man. Why are we fighting? See, Jay don't say, even that, what some Edomites do, but you know, the fighting that we have amongst each other, you know, and things are going on. Why things the way they are, you gotta point to who's really running it, you know? And Jay don't want to do that. They rather fight you instead of fighting the ones that's putting you in a situation, putting you in the ring to fight. You gonna fight him, but you not gonna fight the promoter.
It's always been our downfall. They don't want to see each other have shit.
Even with Esau, Edom, people that's making social media posts and comments on the political deletion, people getting fired.
Yeah.
People getting fired, people getting suspended from work. Yep. People getting investigated. Like y'all said, like brothers were just saying, what's the Civil War and all this fighting? How's this gonna benefit you? It's getting people losing their jobs and getting beat up in the streets. That it's not benefiting you not financially, spiritually. It's not benefiting you in no way whatsoever.
All wars are bankers' wars.
Yeah, all wars are bankers' wars. Because now you just sat here and made a comment or a social media post. Somebody report you. Now you just lost your job. over freedom of speech, over a comment.
Yeah, that amendment's going out. That amendment's going out. Where we at?
I don't know if you got some. I got some.
Whoever want to, yeah,
I
come
had
back.
that about the whistleblower situation.
Oh, bring that real quick.
This is on Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
And that's what's happening, man. You know, they're making their tongues to fall upon themselves. All right? Yeah, remember, you know, man's going to the Lord. The Lord's in control of everything, man. And he's having these whistleblowers do exactly what they need to be doing, fucking whistling, letting the people know. Because there's levels to wickedness. Edomites are wicked, but every Edomite is not on that level of wickedness like these elites are. You know what I'm saying? Every Edomite might steal and lie. You know what I'm saying? But not to the level that these other devils are taking it, man. You like, God, they're like, damn it. I can't. You know? You got it.
That was it.
Yeah,
This is Isaiah 25 verse 7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
I was looking for that. I was thinking about that earlier.
Isaiah 25.
Yeah.
And that covering cast is a spiritual veil. It's more than a physical veil. Because a physical veil, you can just eventually move it, man. You know, wool over your eyes. You know, you got some blocking you. You know, rub your eyes. But some spiritual, that's those strongholds, man.
Yep.
And you've been sold race. You know, when the whole thing that's going on earth, it's about class, man.
Yep.
It's not about race. He still don't care about you being white,
Exactly.
you know, or being a, you know, it don't matter. You fucking from England.
Right.
It don't matter, man. It don't care where the fuck you from. It matters where family you come from, man.
Exactly.
And that's what the everyday Americans find out, man. That's why they're stirring up this race war stuff, because you know, like, it's going to the whistleblowers. Esau's pointing out Esau, man.
Yep.
So now they need a better person to fall on to blame is Jake, man. And eventually it's going to tie us in, you know.
Yep.
But Esau needs somebody to blame. It's called a scapegoat.
Yep.
You know, people are pointing the finger about the Epstein stuff. The same they do got offed. You know, they voted majority vote to not let the files through, man.
Yep.
Was that hitting mainstream news? No, because it's a distraction, man.
Yep.
The big plan that's what's happening is that's never gonna hit mainstream media, man. You're gonna get speckles and spots so that you can respond to emotional responses, man. Because that way you can be controlled.
Yeah, because they were supposed to been release them files.
That same day they voted.
Some years. No, we can go take it back some years back.
Oh, yeah.
They were supposed to release them files a few years back.
Getting the can down.
Said people been waiting on them files. They saying it's like a rapper saying they gonna drop a mixtape but never drop one. They were supposed to been drop them files. They're supposed to been drop that mixtape, but it never came.
Yep.
And people still waiting on it.
Because he knew he never was gonna drop it. He puts you in hope. That's what Esau does. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So he keeps you, you know, he keeps your guard down. All right, he gonna do it. I ain't gonna put hands on him.
Or they'll give you snippets.
You know, little pieces of
little pieces of
little appetizers. So you
Yeah.
think you're getting the whole thing.
Right.
You're not, man.
throw a few names out there they don't care about, while they keep the other names hidden.
Yeah. But that's how he operates. Covering cast. He's lying to you, man. You know, and it's so deep. He said about the wickedness of Esau, the elites. It says about their heart being deep in wickedness. You know, not just going to the store where you know you get your stones and you get your sage. No, we're not talking about that kind of. We're talking about way beyond that, man. You know, we're talking about people that's doing blood sacrifices, man. The stuff you see in movies. You think that shit is not real, man? You know?
Yeah. I saw it's an old clip, but like in the early to mid 2000s. This I think she was Asher down in Brazil down there. You know, the elites are everywhere, right? They got elites in South America, you know what I'm saying? And she was invited to a party, and it was one of those, get down parties. And she was like, yo, they was in there, drinking, you know what? And it had, crap, it was like a whole big thing. And she said she ran out of there.
Oh, like urine and feces and stuff.
Yeah. And some dude was out there recording. And she's like, you know what was going in there? Blah 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 blah. She just lost it. And then they said that she come up, coming up dead, I believe.
That was the Eyes Wide Shut. You ever watch that movie? That's how they do them secret parties and coming dressed up with masks and motherfucker come all dressed in red and start singing songs backwards and shit. You think that shit not real, man? That's what they do, man.
Art imitates life.
Yeah, it's spooky, man. And that's what the devil does, being as nasty, as corrupt as possible, man. Because that's what blood magic, sex magic, that's all it's to Crowley, man.
Yep.
That's the devil's handbook, man. And them small hats, they read the Talmud, man. Read the stuff in the Talmud, man. They talk about child sacrifice and sleeping with little boys and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because that's how they get their power. They're the man of sin, man. And they're empowered, man.
Yeah, you see that movie Him come out this month. Y'all see her?
Talking about Marlon Williams.
Yeah, come on now, they putting Satanism and devil worship and stuff in a football movie.
In a form of comedy.
Yeah, in a form of comedy, but
It's facts.
but we know, Esau put a little truth in there, but he'll throw you off with it. Because like they ended that. They ended the sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give? And for the people that go, for the people that be witnesses stuff and go against the grain, they come up missing or become deleted, or blacklisted. That's the term, right? Blacklisted. Yeah, blacklisted. Pretty much cut off to the point they won't become successful.
That was a Jordan Peele movie too.
Yeah.
I got a quick precept. Since you said that, whoever want to read, I'm gonna break it down. It's Matthew 16, and straight to the point. Verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
So you're giving something that's priceless, something that's pure. You're giving it over for something carnal, Your spirit is eternal, man.
Yep.
The spirit can't be tainted, man. The most wicked, we're going to really Jake, man. The most wicked and dark Jake on the earth, man. He got a righteous spirit in him, man.
Yep.
But he closed it off because why? Because darkness covers him, man. But they sell out. It don't gotta just be for millions. Jake sell out for a fucking college tuition, man.
Yep.
Jake will sell out for the whole the neighborhood hoe, man.
Yep.
He'll set up his boy, get him off, and now he's sleeping with his girl. Maybe niggas in jail or something. That's selling your soul, man.
Yep.
What can you gain from selling your soul? Nothing, man. But Jake don't learn the hard way. Esau sell his soul because he don't have one, man.
Exactly.
He been sold out. Esau's heritage is to sell out, man.
Yeah.
That's not our heritage, man.
Hey, scripture says, so is the ruler, so is the people. It's about the 10th chapter. For a pot of lentils, man. A pot of some stew. That's heavy. For a bowl of stew.
Exactly.
It ain't even done yet.
And that's the scary part. Again,
Man.
going to a man that sells his own soul. Can you trust him?
Right.
You think he's ever gonna run the world right? He gonna sell you out too, man.
Hey, but no, he's not Esau.
Right.
You got Jake saying, I need y'all to stop saying that Esau's the so-called white man.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
Now who is he?
Exactly.
Is he the seed of Jacob? What is that Jaffa shit is dead, man.
Yeah.
Who is Esau?
Right.
Who is Esau? Because
Right.
everybody on the earth claims son of God, especially them small hats.
Right.
Them Puritans and
Mhm.
them Catholics coming over there from Rome.
Yep.
They which going to the Vatican. Okay, you're God's chosen people. So who isn't God's chosen people?
Right.
Right.
Go into the Bible and break it down. You don't have a counter argument. All you can do is be emotional, and stir up some BS, man. Some
That's right.
contention. Because the facts is the facts, man. The controversy of Zion, man. It is controversial. All right, so let's talk about it, man. That's why the Lord raised up prophets, man. Because we've been lied to for how long, man? Like you said, with roots. Your
Yep.
name was Toby. Your name was Toby. Who did that, man? Only a small percentage of Edomites own slaves. Okay, who benefited that from what happened to us, man? You, man.
Yep. And that's one of the points that one of the guys was trying to make when he was debating, going back and forth with
Oh,
I'm not gonna speak his name up.
You know it. Yeah. We know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
But he was like, nah, that ain't relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going into that and reparations and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of clips like that, man.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's that pseudoscience, man.
Yep.
That's what justified Cristobal Colon to come over here and conquer the native tribes, man. In the name of science, we're the more superior people. It's the same mentality. It's that pride, man.
Yep.
But who anointed you to do that, man?
Yep.
You know, they say God's with us. That's Psalm the 50th chapter, man. I got Psalm 64.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Psalm 64.
Okay. It's book of Psalms, chapter 64. I start at the top. Psalm 64, verse 1. It's the Psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. That's a real thing, man. You know, yeah, we have faith and confidence in Yahweh Shai, but again, if the ruler is wicked, you know, how much more the people, man? We're surrounded by evil people, up and down, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. When you boil down to it and you get down to the nitty gritty, every person's for their own self, man. It's a very selfish world, man. Me for me, you know? And that's what America is, man. It's everybody for themselves. It's not about unity in this country.
Right.
It's not even about unity in your own household, man. You got niggas a Cowboy fan and niggas a Baltimore Ravens fan, man.
I know, right? I got something real quick. Definition of preserve. It says maintain something in its original existing state, to protect, take care of, look after, keep, save. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And that's why the Lord got to deliver his elect, man. Because, you know, if time will prevail, we quoted what Yahweh said, no flesh will be saved, we all be cyborgs, man. We want our righteous state would not be preserved, man. You know, us being the sons of God, man. You know, think about a collector. They keep it in pristine condition so it's not defiled, man. You know, certain songs, man, you don't remix because you're going to defile it, man. That's why the Lord beamed up Enoch, man. That's why the Lord delivered Noah. That's why he delivered Lot. Because if they were left in that situation, they wouldn't be preserved, man. They'll be corrupted, man. Eventually, we'll all go left, man. We'll go back into darkness again, man. Yahweh shall have to come and die again. But that's not going to happen, man, boy.
It's just like you see a crate of fruit. All the fruit is rotten. You looking through it, oh, I found one good apple. You leave the apple in long enough, what you think gonna happen? You know? That apple's gonna be corrupted. It's gonna get corroded just like all the other ones, man. That's why the Lord is taking us up out of here, man. Lord willing, part of that number.
Yeah, that's Isaiah. It's go back to
Yep.
Isaiah 65 in verse 8. I'll read it in the NLT. Isaiah 65 verse 8 NLT. But I will not destroy them all, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For just as good grapes are found among a cluster of bad ones,
that's right.
And some will say, don't throw them all away, for some grapes are good.
That's right.
So will I not destroy all Israel, for I have true servants there.
There you go.
That's
there
it,
you go.
bro. That's it. So the Lord ain't gonna destroy the whole nation because of a few bad apples, man. You know, what they say, 13% of the population doing 60, whatever the damn pseudo-science numbers is.
Yeah, throwing them numbers out there. Anybody can throw out fucking numbers. You know what I'm saying?
And if we play into it, all right, cool. Delete them.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here, yeah.
But you know what's gonna be left? The Lord's chosen.
Exactly.
So that means you're gonna lose, man.
Exactly.
So that's what the Lord's gonna do anyways. The Lord getting rid of 2/3. He don't care. You can count 13%. The Lord gonna give us 66.6%. How about that?
That's spirit. I was thinking. I'm gonna get it because I was thinking about that.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
This is Psalm chapter 37, verse 28. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
Damn, the seed of the wicked. All right, you Edomites gonna be cut the hell off, man. And look, it's gonna be known why. Look at how you rule the earth in pure wickedness, man. Why should you get another chance? Why should you get another shot? Look what you did with it when you had it. And it wasn't just like, oh, you know, we 50 years or something. We was on some bullshit, guys. It was the whole time you was in power.
You continue the legacy of that. You didn't stop it. You didn't come when you came of age. You were young. You seen, you know, your forefathers. Again, just speaking hyperbolically, but ain't nobody stopped that process, man. Nobody intervened and said, hey, we can't do that to them. That's God's chosen people. You know, we stole them from a land that's not theirs. We're not even supposed to be here. You know, we got ordered, you know, by the papacy. You know, we got authority by the Roman Catholic Church, but we don't have no sanction in dealings with these people. How about let's restore them and give them back? That's never a conversation. Never. You know, that's why it says in Hebrews, Esau found no place for repentance. We gave you, the Lord, not we, the Lord gave you chances, man. Even after all is said and done, the earth's gonna be destroyed. You know, you lost, you end up your fail, you in your bunkers crying, about to get chained up. You're still not gonna repent for your evil, man. That's in Revelation, man.
Yeah, this is one dude. He be bringing up facts, and he said, "What have they done? What have they done to repent or make things good? You know, or make things equal? They've done nothing. They did nothing to clean it up, nothing to make it right, nothing to repent, nothing to make things good. But they continuously just keep beating you down and going left."
I got something real quick.
Wait. And like you said, "And forsaketh not his saints, they are preserved forever." And you know that was going into the good grapes and the bad. Like you said, the good grapes and the bad grapes.
Timothy, Craig, wanted, aggravated assault.
Somebody out here.
Nigga beating bitches up. He got
Oh, y'all see what happened in Philly?
what they said about Labs.
A couple was arguing outside of 7-Eleven. The dude had a screwdriver.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do damage with it, but I mean, so a woman was coming out and she saw what was going on. She pulled out her gun. The dude wrestled the gun away from her, blinking her down. Now she dead, and now he's arrested.
Sticking her noses and shit.
Exactly.
Minding her business.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, that's the scripture.
The saints are preserved forever, and not forsaken. You know, so we not forgotten about. Lord's willing, we of the saints and we of the elect. We not forgotten about, and we preserved forever. You know, even though we amongst wickedness and surrounded by nothing but wickedness and darkness.
Right. And we don't gotta debate that either. We don't gotta debate or nothing.
Right.
And what about us? Right. You let the Lord fight our battle, man.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna make it right, man.
I got somewhere quick since you said that. This 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20 says, "So I considered the world, and behold, there was a peril. There was peril because of the devices that were come into it, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect." You see? And that's what you want to be a part of, that one grape of a cluster, man. You know?
Yeah, because it says that in Deuteronomy, the Lord is a consuming fire. He's a jealous power, man.
Yep.
Jealousy is a possessive trait, man. You know? It says jealousy is a rage of a man. Why? Because men are possessive, man. You know, especially over their woman, man. You know, so the Lord, again, you know, going to that grape of the cluster, it's personal, man.
Yep.
I personally set them up, man. Raised them up, you know, and built them up. And you gonna come here and chip them?
Right.
Hell no, man. You know?
Yeah, go.
This is our.
I have this Psalm 64.
Go ahead.
It's Psalm 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So we're not worried about everyday Edomite gun toe and you know make America MAGA, make America great again. We're worried about the elites, man.
Yep.
You know, one gun can only do so much damage, man. We're talking about people that control motion, man. Goods, logistics. You know, what goes up, what goes down, what you consume. The rulers, man. And it's a secret council, meaning you're not invited, man. Ain't no seat for you in the table. Ain't no voting. Hey, what about? You're not gonna debate, you know.
Right.
You have nothing to do with what they got going on, man. You know, those royal families, man. So-called royal, unroyal, you know. The banking families, they don't have nothing to do with you. When they change the currency from physical to digital, they don't have nothing to do with you, man. But slowly but surely, they're issuing it in, man. So nothing to be happy. Did you have a vote in that? Did you vote for him?
Right.
What's the name? Swab, Mr. Swab.
Right.
Did you vote? Anybody vote him in? Why is he talking about world policy?
Exactly.
And pushing papers, you know, that we're gonna be doing shit on earth.
Right.
Like nobody voted for you, man. I thought, what about America? But that's the question nobody asked, man, because they're so worried about tit for tat. You say this, I said that. But that's what they want, man. The secret counsel of the wicked, man. You know?
And just a quick side note, think about something. I meant to bring it out earlier about the the elites. They marry into each other, and once they like have no one to remarry with, they'll grab a servant, like one of their like I don't know, one of their
Maids, slaves, whatever, humans.
yeah, but it's like it's not it's not like a Jake. It's like another Edomite type.
Okay.
You know, one of their lead officers or something like that. You know, just think about that when you talk about the
They ain't in the
elites.
family, they close to the family.
Exactly.
Yeah, they gotta be tied to it.
Exactly.
Sorry about one of the rough y'all.
Yeah. He was a smart man. Yeah. It's all closely tied together, even with presidents.
Yep.
You know, they're all somehow, some way connected, somehow, some way, man.
Probably all cousins or.
Well, there was a news thing that came out years ago. This young girl. You know, who knows where she is now? But you can backtrack and look it up. She found out that, you know, all these presidents from all the way from the beginning, they all had a related foreparent.
Yep.
You know, even Obama.
Yep.
You know, so I'm saying, so even how they get groomed, they go into these colleges, they all go to the same goddamn schools, man.
Yeah.
You know, they grow up in the same neighborhoods.
Yeah, like they know who was gonna be the next president. They know who's gonna be the president years ahead of time.
They all grow up together, skull and bones. That, you know, all of them. They all Trilateral Commission. They're all part of these groups, and they're groomed into power.
What's that? Osama bin.
Yeah. He's a CIA.
Yeah. You know, I saw some one of his kids today. You know, they chilling, living it up in France.
See, and that makes you think.
Yeah.
You know, because Esau, this is his secret count. He'll prop up somebody and point them as a boogeyman, and the whole time they're inside, man.
The whole time they're
You know,
inside.
Every time you see somebody pop up, you know, and they have some kind of motion, they have some kind of, you know, draw to them. Best be they were set up, man. You know.
They control the narrative.
Exactly, man. The people that even though
he a terrorist.
Red pillars, all them guys, man, they all set up one way or another, man. Marlon, what's his name? What's his name? From Freshman Fit. Marlon Gaines. Myron Gaines.
Yeah.
He really tells you he's a former insider. What do you think? Did he put down the badge? Did he retire?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I mean.
That stuff goes down to the grave, man. You know?
Exactly. And there's another guy that he got some curly hair. He another dude, I forgot, but he a former insider, but he's getting propped up, you know? Because again, like you said, controlling narratives. CIA, they treat you, they train you on manipulation, man. You know, they go into that mind stuff, man. You know, because they only listen to people they trust, man. So they'll probably somebody you trust, and they'll give you everything, man. That's why you have these certain characters, man, that pop up out of woodworks, even in our own community, man. You know. Also, always talk about agents and spies, man. That's just how we operate, man. Try to infiltrate from inside out, man. You know, but it's not gonna work because again, the elect, they're not gonna be deceived, and what you're gonna lay to charge the elect anyways, man.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, they ran a red light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
Get that real quick.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we're not knowing. All right? The Lord gave us, you know, prophecy, man. And the spirit to discern. Start with our apostles and elders. All right? A great millstone. Look, they're elders before them, man. You know? We're hip to what's going on, man. And that's what make these devils, you know, kind of slow up the process, but they know they gotta put the pedal to the metal. You know? The biggest sign is us out here on the highways and byways prophesying, man. Brothers that never knew each other, never seen each other. It's rare that you knew a brother in the world and came into the truth with, man. You know? But Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter comes to mind, thinking about it now. You know? But we're not ignorant, not knowing of this man's plots and schemes. And when you've been given the inside, it's hard for the enemy to move on you now. Yep.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Yep. And that's who? That's Esau, man. You know, the whole game of power is to stay in power. So how does this devil stay in power? By lying to you, man. By setting up devices and plots and schemes, man. so that you don't ultimately you can't reach them, man.
Yep.
You can't go to a castle no more and raid. You know, they're so far beyond that point, man. You don't even know where they stay at, man.
Right.
You don't got no IP address on no Rothschild. He might do a speech, but nigga gonna disappear and go back to the hole he came from, man. You know, you'll never see him again. You don't know. Oh, nigga drive a F-150. You don't know he don't drive.
Right.
He don't got no registration.
Right.
Nothing. He don't file no marked claim. You know.
He go like his cake and hang upside down.
Right. Like a vampire. You know, that's what they are. They're demons, bro.
Yeah, they demons, man.
You know, that's what I was going to say. It's just the man. I mean,
Yep.
they're not. I mean, they might be some. You know, they got champion Edomites, but they're not physically pleasing. Like to look at, like, yo, these niggas is ugly as hell,
man.
decrepit, no muscular structure.
Yo.
You know, just weird. No, got no calf muscles.
Right.
But a nigga got the whole earth in his hand, man.
And they dirty.
And they hella dirty.
Yep.
They don't go outside, so they pale as shit.
Hey, think about matter of fact, keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
But they'll have on the finest clothing and fabrics and cloths, but they be filthy.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
This is a Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah. And that's what he did, man. Going around taking people's shit, man. You know, now he just do it with pen and paper. You know, he gonna throw sanctions on you. He gonna warn you, hey, if you don't get right with the program, you know, if you don't hand over your shit, you know, we gonna march in, we gonna fly around you. You know, that's what they're doing over there down, trying to mess with Venezuela and shit. You know, they need a boogeyman down in South America, because you got Russia and China down there, man. America don't got no foothold like that down there. They don't, you know, respect the Panama Canal and shit. You know, he need another boogeyman, man.
I was trying to find it, but Esau's getting hip, man. He's taking stuff down. But back, before Jake was ruling, right? What they call? You all right? What's up? You okay? You okay? Oh, you good?
Jake setting up traps.
All right. Zay like, come on, man. He too busy looking at Zay. But anyways, when the women, we was talking about like last week, I think, the men and women, they wouldn't bathe. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't bathe for a year. It'd have to be a special occasion. They only bathe like once a year. That's these devils now. That's these elites now. Why should they, you know what I'm saying? If they get, a body ailment, they just get another person and take their organs, their limbs, whatever they need. They don't have to be clean. They don't care about being clean.
Hey, and even when they do bathe, they don't use a washcloth.
Yeah. Good, how you doing, man? You got it. But yeah, I'm saying they didn't bathe. They didn't take, and that's sleazy. That's sleazy. You know?
So all them damn diseases, easy.
They would wear clothing until it rotted on them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, even when they did jump in the water, they didn't bathe correctly.
Or to this day.
Yeah. No wash. They don't even go on the washcloth.
Let the water run down on them.
Put it on their hands and just
Yeah.
on the commercials.
Ew, man. Where we at?
Is did you finish that?
Yeah, I'm finished.
It's Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed Christ in Yahushai. It says, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. You know, that's what, again, this devil's doing now, man. Yahshua always is tapping into it. They're pseudoscience, man. Using numbers and statistics, in which it's always skewed in favor of their talking points, man. They're not giving a full spectrum of what they're comparing against or where they're getting this information from, you know? And what gives them the authority to do so anyways, man? Why can we trust your numbers, man?
Right.
You know? But again, going to the accuser of our brethren, which is Esau, man. You know? Which, again, starting with Amalek, because he's the one that controls all these media outlets, man.
Yep.
You know? And accusing day and night is how he sets up Jake to fall, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, setting up the drugs in the neighborhood, you know, putting all the bad stuff around Jake, taking away the father in the household, you know, causing confusion, sending him to school, right? Because again, he wants to what? He wants to get back his birthright. You know, it's deeper than just, oh, he's white, I'm black, he don't like me. That don't explain the whole story.
I seen a video of a study and the statistics of how it's systematically designed for Edomites to get jobs over Jake, even if the Edomite is a convicted felon or has a criminal record, they'll still get the job before a Jake that doesn't have a criminal record.
Right. Going back to pseudoscience, going back to he's white.
Yeah.
They're black. Those play on words that have meaning. You know, and that fucks with people's heads to a point like, yo, okay, he's white. He can do no wrong.
Yeah, right.
He's pure.
Like here it is. This Jake got a clean record in the education, and he's qualified. But this Edomite got a criminal history, got felonies, and less qualified. But that Edomite to get that job before that Jake would.
All day long.
All day long.
But the excuse they give you too overqualified.
Yeah.
I
You too
never understood that shit.
Because that don't make no sense. How can you say I'm overqualified for a job and you looking for somebody to do the job right?
We read it earlier. He's not in trouble as other men. So he you know, doesn't really have to deal with what we go through, but it's happening. You know, the Lord is visiting them with these curses, but for the most part, they're not in trouble like us, man. Because we still got these curses on us, man. What does it say? Read it.
It says scientific racism. That's the term for when people, mostly European and American scholars in the 18th through 20th centuries, misused science to claim that white people were biologically superior to black people and other non-white groups.
Now, who was ruling during that time? We wasn't ruling. You know? It was Esau ruling, man. And that's what they have issued and done up until this very day. Not knowing that was Bible prophecy was to go down, to be taken down, to go through what we went through. Esau forgot where we came from, but we're going to put him back in remembrance where he came from, man. And who he is and what's his purpose. That was heavy. Did it say any people? I noticed some big names.
Darwin, of course.
Yeah.
Charles Darwin.
I'm looking.
See if there any names linked to it.
I got something.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 Timothy 6 and verse 20. Let's see what we got. Oh, we're making beats with that.
I know, right? Might be big driving. Got a name?
Yeah. It says these are the names for the people who are tied to those things: Johann Frederick Blumenbeck, Samuel George Morton, Josiah C. Knott, and George Glidden, and Charles Darwin.
There you go.
Versus the social Darwinists.
Yep.
It says Darwin himself focused on natural selection, but later thinkers twisted his ideas into social Darwinism, claiming that white Europeans were more evolved.
See? And that narrative is trying to be reborn again now. But the Lord's putting a stomp to it. Because that's what that dude was pushing, man. That was one of the things he was pushing. That dude that got blinky down in Utah. Water, bro.
Darwinism?
That whole, they're superior because of, science just proves it.
But as time goes on, it's revealed that Darwinism got hella holes in it. And it's pretty much, well, we know it's toilet paper, but it's becoming toilet paper to the world as the days goes on. you know about the evolution and in his science.
I'm
You know,
yet to see a monkey graduate to a fucking human.
yeah,
I'm still yet to see that.
right. Say where the half breeds at then?
They the have them stop. They could. What's that dude? Neil deGrasse. That's his name.
Just Gracie Tyson.
Yeah, yeah. He from Mike. He was saying how they're closer to an ape than actual black people.
Well, look at the Planet of the Apes. You
Yeah.
got them, the lips are small like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He was saying the lips, the
Yeah,
hair.
I mean,
Hey, even the science say that they was the Esau was the Neanderthal,
Yep.
the caveman, and it shit.
Yep.
You can see it clearly.
Yep. Where we at?
Can I get this right? Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 2 and 6 in the NLT. Yet when I am among mature believers, I do speak with words of wisdom, but not the kind of wisdom that belongs to this world or to the rulers of this world who are soon forgotten.
Yeah, the science that they use, who's Pharaoh were they under, man? You know, when they did these excavations and they're doing these land grabs and doing their research, who is it to benefit? You know, what you hear the term controlling the narrative, man. They have to justify why they're so evil, you know, why they're so wicked, you know, and they always lean back to science being tied with God, man. You know, they're favored by God, and they try to use science to justify. They don't use the scriptures, man. You know. They use, again, the stuff that they use, which they're using now, still to the same day, with the AI and Chat GPT and all this, artificial intelligence stuff. It's ultimately used to forward them, man. It's not gonna forward, the average Jake, It's ultimately put them in the back seat, because they want to replace, remember that Georgia Guidestone, man. They want to replace, billions of people on the earth, man.
Right.
And they need billions of robots, man, which they're doing, man. Is there more on that?
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. I go KJV. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise.
Meaning you gotta unlearn what you learned. To be a fool, you have to be, pretty much start from zero to learn something, man. We'll really learn the ways of Yahweh Shai, man. Because again, especially with the woman, the nigga woman, she go to college and think she know every goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
PhD, with Kevin Samuels, that little soundbite he was suppressed. I'm a PhD, whatever the fuck. But that doesn't mean nothing, man. That doesn't mean you're intelligent. It just means you remember shit. You're a good tester.
That's what I forgot which Rothschild it was. That's what they said. They want people that can I forgot how he put it, but it was like they want people good at remembering things. It's like in a system type base.
Yeah, they don't want you to think, they want you to work. That's another quote. I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of
workers.
Yeah. If you're thinking, you're not working.
That's right.
Because if you think, then you wouldn't work for them, man.
That's right.
You'll find your own way to do shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted a nation of thinkers, the education system would be different. And the education system is trash unless you go to a private school.
I agree, college or something like that.
It would start with the basics: reading, math, history. It would stop there.
No critical thinking, no imagination, no creativeness.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah. So the wisdom of this world, that's pseudoscience. All right, it's foolishness. All right, that's not true wisdom. That's not the true understanding of the way that the Lord has out here on the earth. All right, that's a false way. It's not real. So when you break it down, and you go into the history of things, the Lord said we're the salt of the earth. We are the inventors. We're the ones that are athletically gifted, stronger, mentally, and more stronger. All the way around. We check all the boxes over them, man. Read again.
No.
Yeah, you read.
I got something.
I want to read one more time, Bible Chuck.
Somebody First Corinthians.
Yeah.
All right, this is our 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. Let no man deceive himself.
Mm-hmm.
If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
Yep. Go ahead.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
And they're going to be taken in their own craftiness, man. All right? Yep. Shalom, bro. And who's the wise of this world? Esau, Edom. They're going to be taken in their devices, their own schemes, their tricks. All right, that they're trying to pull over the people. All right? The time of him deceiving is coming to an end on all levels, man. Once again, he's being exposed. And he's backed into a corner. And what's going to happen next? He's going to turn even more carnal. Things are going to get physical, man. And he's going to resort to his blessing, which is the sword. You see, you got something, Michael?
Yeah. There's 1 Timothy 6 and verse 20. I'll read it in NLT, 1 Timothy 6, verse 20. It says, Timothy, guard what the Most High has entrusted to you. Avoid godless, foolish discussions.
Yeah, godless, foolish discussions, man. That's really what the Edomites bring to the table. Okay? Their way of thinking is perverse. All right? It's not right. It's off. You got it?
Yep. Finishing 1 Timothy 6 and 20. In the NLT, it says, avoid godless, foolish discussions with those who oppose you with their so-called knowledge.
Yeah, because like Pastor Hart like say, what's going to happen? You're not going to convince them. They're not going to convince you. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of time. These devils ain't meant to get it. So you waste your time even more. You know what I'm saying?
And it said avoid foolish discussion. And you ever notice when you be around Jake, you low-key gotta dumb yourself down just to have a conversation with them, because they not talking about nothing. It be folly, it be simplicity and foolishness. You know, Jake could talk to you all day about what rapper got charged with what, or who's snitching, or some dumb shit, but let you talk about something knowledgeable, you know, or something, or information, or something going on in the world, or events. They don't got nothing. They don't got nothing to speak on.
Yep. Because our conversation's in the heavens. You know, if we was of the world would love his own.
It'd be hard to get a good conversation out of people sometimes. You know?
Yeah, it only lasts for so long.
Yeah, you can't talk to people.
It's 1 Timothy 6 and verse 21. Stay in the NLT. It says, some people have wandered from the faith by following such foolishness.
Woo!
Yeah. It says, may Most High's grace be with you all. You know, but again, the pseudo stuff, man.
Yep.
False knowledge, man.
Yep.
What is real knowledge? The fear of Yahweh Bahashmi Yahushai, man. That's where it starts at. If there ain't no fear of the Lord, you can't call it knowledge, man. You can't call it wisdom, you know? The Mississippi Maniacs going into that Gnostic BS, man. That's pseudo stuff, man. That's false. That's false knowledge, man. Calling on, you know, a bar and the Mentos and, you know, Barbalo.
Yeah.
You know, that's pseudo, man. But they have erred from the faith, falling after stuff like that, man, for the sake of being deep, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that, because one of the brothers at the main camp ran into a brother that used to be out here camping with us for years. And he's like, yo, bro, like, you know, what's going on, man? What you doing? And boiling down to the point, he's like, yo, you still believe? You still push? What's going on? He says, yeah, but you know, it's, you know, we in the new covenant, bro. You know, and so Yes, man. It was like, so he said, so you listen to a war now? He was like, yeah, but you know, it ain't, you know,
It ain't like that.
it ain't like that. But yet, I ain't gonna tell I tell the brother story off camera. I ain't gonna put the brother out there like that. But you at this brother's job. And pretty much, if we was in a new covenant, you wouldn't be at this brother's job. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be at his brother's job, you know, for what he was there for. You know what I'm saying? So, like, listen to other guys in that madness. You know what I'm saying? Those different philosophies and doctrines. You know?
Yep, that's that wide gate.
Yep.
I grabbed that.
You know? Oh, yeah, you got it.
If I can spell right.
And that's... go ahead.
Yep. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Yeah, it says, and this is the straight gate right here, coming up through the right way, man. You know?
And it's narrow.
It's narrow as fuck, man. You know, one thing that popped in my head was continuing things with thou hast learned. You know, and has been assured of them. You know, but
Yeah, and that be the thing when individuals fall off or they get misguided because they didn't continue in the things that they learned.
Yeah.
They took on new philosophies, new ideologies, new doctrines. So then they end up confused and being led astray because they didn't continue in what they learned.
Are you too?
And like you know, like when you in the sport, when you in whatever sport or whatever craft you're doing, they say, don't forget the fundamentals.
That's right.
Don't forget the basics. Continue what you learn. Continue the fundamentals. Continue the basics, because if you hold on to the basics and the fundamentals and the foundation, you'll succeed.
Yep.
This is Matthew chapter 7.
Oh, it's the water.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So many meaning most, majority. Majority of the people on the earth are in the way of the wicked, man. And most of them don't realize, man. What you say about the way of darkness? They know not what they stumble, man. You know, when you're in the darkness, you don't know what you're grabbing at, you don't know where you're going, you know. But imagine someone that's confident or proud in darkness. You can't be proud in darkness, man, but somehow, some way, people still are, man. You know, tapping into again to this pseudo stuff, mixing and mingling. You know, being a spiritual whore, man. You know, and this thing was supposed to be closed-minded, not open-minded. Open means you're a whore, man. Letting all these things in your mind, like, oh, I'm gonna tap some of this. I'm a Nubian. What the Nubian niggas? You know, ain't nobody saying I'm Nubian no more. You know what I'm saying? The shit, yeah. No, you know, that shit's dead. Egyptology shit, you know. But Jake was still talking about that go back to Africa shit, but they want to be an Israelite.
Right.
You know?
Flat Earth.
Or they believe in a flat Earth. You know what I'm saying?
The ice wall.
There's a lot of fucked out stuff up there, man, and it's demonic.
Right.
But that's that broad gate, man. You know?
And Jake just be talking anyway, because if they truly really wanted to go to Africa, it's not hard. Get you a passport, save up some money, and jump on a flight. But Jake ain't doing that. They'll be screaming Africa this, Africa that. And no, I'm not saying go to Africa, but I'm just saying, you know, Jake just be talking Africa, but don't even try to go.
This is Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Yeah, carnally being fleshly. You know, you're all into the money, you're all into these females, all into, you know, being the life of the party. You know, want to again be in the stuff of this world, man. That's carnality, man. You know, want to be physical. You want to get your own vengeance, spraying churches, spraying down churches, talking about they taking people money. You know, and you might be, but your ass in jail.
Right.
You know, but you know, again, going to the point. Read one more time.
Says Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death,
which is sin, in the way of sin. Go ahead.
but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
And not just any type of spirituality, because you got bug outs and weirdos, especially females, talking about I'm spiritual. You meet a female talking about she's spiritual, run, man.
Run.
Run.
She a witch, yeah.
She a witch, bro.
Yep.
Watch your spaghetti.
Yep.
Watch your soup. You know? Don't be leaving your beard. Follicles, you know brothers got beards.
Right.
Damn dolls and voodoo dolls and shit.
your toothbrush might be buried in the background.
Right,
That might be buried in the backyard
Damn.
or some shit.
You see your clothing rips or something. That's just real, man. You got
All right,
something?
I'll go to 7.
Okay.
This is Romans 8 and 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High,
Yep.
for it is not subject to the law of our power, neither indeed can be.
Yep, it can't be conformed. The mind is desperately wicked, man. If you don't control that muscle between your ears, you know, if it has no root, you know, no discipline, dude, you're gone, man.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another, you're gonna be gone, man.
Yep.
Out the park, bugged out. Because why? Because the heart, man, that's carnal, the mind that's carnal, it can't serve the Lord, man. We serve a spirit, man. Heavenly Father, who is our begotten Son, man. That's what it says. Most High is a spirit, should be worshiped as such, man.
Let's go into the next verse.
Okay, spirit.
This is Romans 8 and 8.
So that means he's not in them churches, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High.
Exactly. You in the flesh, you can't please the Lord. You talking about, oh, it's Friday night. Shit, it's the Sabbath though. But shit, you know, I'm outside with it, sister. You can't serve the Lord, man. Because again, discipline. The Lord said, "You are my disciples indeed if you continue my word, man."
Yep.
It's hard, man. This is a straight game. We just read it, man. I gotta
Bro.
finish it. You know, Matthew 7, bro.
Fucking hard.
This shit ain't easy, man. It ain't light.
Hey, what Apostle Tar always quote, you said it earlier. When we was walking up. Learn to suffer.
Right. Man, it's something, yeah.
Learn to suffer, bro.
Yo, you dead ass gotta fight yourself. Because your flesh be wanting to do one thing, but your spirit, like, you know, just like just like Romans said, you know, your spirit and your flesh is at enmity with one another.
Yep. Yep.
You know, it's the Sabbath. Your flesh feeling lively and wanna go do some activity.
Just got paid, you know.
Yeah, you know, like, but your spirit, like, you going back and forth, like, nah, I can't do it. But your flesh, like, trying to come up with excuses and reasons.
And you see everybody around you think it look like they winning. So the flesh, like, man, no, they doing their thing, you know. You gotta fight that shit.
Yep. And you're feeling that way because them carnal members, man, your eyes.
Yep.
You know, your flesh. It's not your spirit. The spirit don't need nothing, man.
The spirit's willing.
The spirit's willing. The flesh is weak. You be
Flesh
weak.
weak, that's right.
You burning.
Yeah,
And
man.
you be looking around.
Yep.
You be hot. Anything walk
Yep.
past you looking at.
Yep.
It be grandma asking you look. It's just the flesh,
Right.
bro.
Because in heat.
You know, yeah, heat. You be
I
catching
don't know,
hell,
some
man.
of them grandmas now.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. The ones in their 40s. The ones in their...
No, you're right. Northern tribe.
Yeah, yo.
Come on now.
They be standing in shape, man. For real.
Hey, if a
Yoga
woman
and all
take
that.
care of herself, she can age like fine wine.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Abraham and his wife.
Exactly.
You know.
Yep.
Honey,
Honestly.
they were getting it on
We're not supposed to be looking raggedy as we get older, you know. But you know, it's
Yep.
just how people take care of themselves in this society.
Age
You know?
like fine wine.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But that's the fight, man. Go ahead and get that.
This is Luke 14 and 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren.
Yep. And don't be simple. Hate meaning hate like a hatred. Like I want to kill. Like how Esau be doing.
Right.
Mom don't pay the Wi-Fi bill. Nick can't get on the Call of Duty. He gonna blicky his mom. He gonna give blicky threats. Mom, if you don't pay, I'm gonna kick your
That
ass.
shit is real, bro.
That shit happened, man.
It's gonna be
That
Breaking
shit
through the,
is
there was a
real.
clip. I think
Yeah.
the motherfucker broke the door down for to kill his mom. Mom cut the game off. Nigga
You're
ran through
gonna
the
pay
door.
for this door.
Nah, we ain't talking about that hate, meaning
Yeah.
love less, man. Priorities. You know? If your father say, hey man, take the trash out, cool, I'll take the trash out. If your father say, come to me and go to Pastor Pork Chop Church,
Right.
we're not going, man.
Right.
We're not going. Go ahead.
And sisters, yea.
Oh, my dad hit me with that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, making some stew, and I think it had like rabbit in it or something. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I was like, nah, popping good.
Exactly.
He's like, try it. Like, you disrespect me if you don't.
You gotta do it, man.
Hey, I can't do it, man.
I can't.
You know?
I can't do it, Pops.
Yeah.
You know it. You know, and that's not wicked. That's not going off. The line's got to be drawn somewhere, man.
Yep.
Who's my mother? Who's my father? Them that do it the will.
Yep.
You know, our fathers have erred, man. You know, they do their best, some of them. You know, but we serve the living power, man. Go ahead.
And sisters.
So I got something right quick. You know, going into hate. You know, we gotta abhor.
Yeah.
You know, abhor and hate certain things, which mean to regard with disgust. You know, to loathe, to detest. You know, because like hating this world, we gotta regard it with disgust because of the wicked sinful things going on in it. We gotta detest and not agree with a lot of things because it goes against what's right. You know, like the brother said, when we say, hey, we don't mean what you say, kick the door in and want to kill everybody. No, we just gotta pretty much refrain and disregard from the ways of this world and the things in it.
Yep. Yeah, we honor our parents, but we're not man pleasers, man. We serve the living power, man. But
and sisters, yay, and his own life also.
Ooh, so a lot of people can get past. You know, I can stay away from my family. I didn't really fuck with them anyways. You know, I don't really got to deal with my moms like that. My brother, he's a weirdo. I got to deal with my mom, my brother. But you know, when it comes down to you, that's gonna be a lot of people's issue, man.
Yep.
You know, they can't let down their pride. You know, their ego. You know, their self-inflated importance. You know, they can't let it go, man. You know, because why? Because you and what you got going on is more important than what the Lord got going on, man. Yeah, I serve the Lord, but you know, I'm trying to make this 6-figure job. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard. You know, I got 60 hours a week. I can't really make camp like that. I can't do my videos like that. You know, you love your life, man. You love yourself more than the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know, and again, it's a practical way of serving the Lord. We're not saying be a bum, you know, to be on the street or nothing.
You gotta handle business.
You gotta handle your business, but you know, again, if the Lord is lacking, if he's saying you robbing me, you know, you coming up short, that means, hey, man, you gotta change your life up, man, and change your priorities because again, the Lord's going into it. If you love these things more than me, go ahead.
He cannot.
I got a quick one, real quick. This is Matthew 6:33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you."
Which is faith.
Right.
That's a faith, man, because you can say, damn, I believe that, but where it's at? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jake got a timeline in his head when he's serving the Lord. You know, Isaiah 4:1 supposed to happen like 2 weeks ago. Shit, where the hell is that? You know, Jake in it for the wrong thing, and that's why the Lord get him out of here, man.
Yep.
You know, this is a lifestyle.
Exactly.
You know, this isn't just a seasonal thing, a 1 year thing, a 5 year thing. This is a lifestyle.
Right.
You know, and the scripture say, "Have faith and hope unto death."
Unto death.
You know, which is why when you pray for things, you know, you're supposed to pray for faith,
Right.
hope,
Right.
mercy,
Right.
compassion, patience, strength,
Right.
courage. You know, you don't pray for carnal things. You know, don't even waste your time praying for carnal things. You know, pray for spiritual things that can add on to you, and then everything else will follow.
And some of those things may be carnal, but the Lord knows what we need.
Yeah,
You
He
know
already
what I'm
know what you need.
Right.
He know you need a job. He know you need it. He know you need a job. He know you need a place to stay.
Yeah.
He know you need transportation. He know you need food in your belly.
Hey, brothers, they're single parents, quote unquote single parents, right?
Yeah.
Single fathers. You may need help. Lord will send you help.
Yeah.
Just pray. You know what I'm saying? That's a carnal thing, but it's spiritual in the same aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's where your heart's at, you know. But you can pray for certain things, you know. But if you're praying for more riches, and it's in a wicked sense,
right?
You're not gonna get it, man. You pray amiss because you're asking according to your flesh. That's this nigga really going
He's still back in the pen.
That's Jake though, going backwards. You know.
Right.
You know. But you know, again, when we pray for stuff, you know, priorities, kingdom of heaven. We want the kingdom. Yeah, we here. You know, we're enduring, we're pushing, but I really want that. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord knows that, man. if you you really want that Jag,
Right.
you really want that Benz, you're gonna get it, like
Yeah.
oh boy.
Hey, it's so funny you say that. We had a
Genesis mix.
yeah, we had a brother in the camp, same brother that fell out. Uh, Made excuses. Oh man, I gotta get another job. Blah 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 blah. Working 2 jobs, being late, not showing up, couldn't bro, you do the videos, yo, whatever. Came to some money. Lord bless him with some money. Bless him with some money.
Yeah.
Didn't pay not one type. Didn't send parcels. Nothing.
Damn.
Nothing. So guys forget what they're involved in.
It's true. Yep, and that was the ultimate setup. The Lord set him up.
Yep.
Because look at how it goes. But sometimes, the Lord tests you not by hard times. He'll test you with prosperity.
Yep.
He'll bless you, so to say. He'll lift you up and see what you're gonna do.
You working 2 jobs, you late, you just ain't there. Here, nigga. Yeah.
Let me see what you gonna do.
Exactly.
Because that's an integrity test, man. Because Jake, they can play, bum. Jake come up, he ain't got nothing. He can play humble.
Yep.
Man, hey man, help me. Shit, I'm struggling. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? Get me right. And they get the $5, and he go, what he gonna do, man?
Hey, now, exactly. Now, in that brother's defense,
Fuck you at the
he
end.
was brotherly at times. I'm front. He was brotherly at times, but he wasn't brotherly to the Lord. You get what I'm saying?
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
This is Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters.
If I may say, children, that's another tough one.
That is true.
And Elder Ariel likes to go into. We're not set to be father of the year. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time for that. And brothers personally, I gotta reel myself back in from time to time. Cause you love your children, man.
That's true. But it could be a distraction, and it could be a test, man. We're supposed to make our body living sacrifice. Think about Abraham and Isaac, man.
Right.
The Lord didn't make him do it, but He just wanted to see if he was going to do it, man.
Yep.
The Lord will, get you to a point where you're convinced. I'm not going to fall short because of this. You let it go. Hey, the Lord said, all right, cool, you can have it. But I was just testing you. You know what I'm saying? That can happen too, man. The Lord, again, we don't serve a wicked power, man. The Lord not just here to bully us on the earth. He's purifying us. He's doing this because it's for our good, man.
Right.
A lot of, going to these categories, especially our family, they hold us back, man. They hold us the hell back, man.
It could be a compromising situation or cause you to be weak.
The mind in the right place.
Yeah, which is why the scriptures say you gotta love the Lord more. And them that have wives in these times be as though they had none.
Yep.
So because if you so caught up your woman's behind, you gonna be trying, like the script, like
Timothy,
we gonna bring it on. Like the script said, you gonna be trying to please her more than you try to please the Lord.
Hey, something that happened to me a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago.
He that war, tangled himself.
My woman told me, she was like, yo, I just wish you wasn't in the truth. You know what I'm saying? That shit fucked me up a little bit. Like, you know what I'm about. You know what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was a fucking pussy ass, I was like, oh, baby, maybe you're right, But nah, man.
This she probably would have stopped dealing with you.
We ain't doing now, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying?
Because now she see you ain't standing on business.
Exactly.
And for one, we got faith and hope in the Lord, all right? And the Lord called us. But two, we talk more shit than a little bit. Shit, we ain't got no choice but to stand on business.
That's it.
Because if you fold in the end, I forgot the script. It's in Apocrypha. In the end, they basically if you fold, everybody you gonna become a laughing stock and mock.
Again, if you build it, it ain't finished. No, but that is true though. But going to the point too about how this world is so selfish. People's interest is all based off of how they feel and what they want.
That's it.
They're not
That's
there.
it.
They're not there for you, for you, man.
That's it.
You know, ain't nobody. That's why you're going to the point why the Lord calls the elect so precious. Nobody's doing what we're doing, man.
That's right.
You got to be completely selfless to do what we're doing, man. Unless you got some ulterior motives, you want to be somebody and be important. Ultimately, the Lord gonna get you out eventually. But we came to this thing because we came to serve, man. Nobody comes to you to serve. They want, what can I get from you? What can I, you know?
Yep.
That's children. That's women. That's your mother. That's your father. That's,
Yep.
what can I get from you, man? And they hold that shit against you. That's why the Lord takes us away from our families, man.
Yep.
And that gravitational pull, like, oh, you know, because, you know, we're Jake, man. We do have some, you know, magnetic pull from our family because we love them, man.
Yep.
But the Lord gonna take us away if they ain't good for us, man.
And Lord will remind you. The Lord will remind you, look, I'm calling you to do this now.
They don't care what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life.
Yep. So warreth, meaning we're at war, man. When you come and step, you know, to the place of the day, you enlist yourself to the army, man, of the Lord, man, spiritual army, man. You know, we don't condone physical violence, man. We're spiritual people, man.
That's right.
You know. So again, when we come into this thing, the Lord graciously allows us to open up the door for us with His wisdom. You know, you have to remember that you're at war, man. And when you're at war, it means you're against. Because why? Because you become a new creature, being converted.
You gotta leave.
You know.
Or something.
They gotta leave. Oh yeah. You already told me. You know, but when the Lord calls you into this thing, He's ultimately, someone get that, division. When the Lord didn't call, think, you know, how's it go? I come to bring division.
Matthew 35.
35, yeah.
Yeah, if you can.
Luke 12 and 49.
And look, and part of the division is not getting comfortable.
Yeah, being uncomfortable.
You know, we're not supposed to be being attached to things here. You know, Second Ezra tells us with 16th chapter, we're pilgrims.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Finish that.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2.
Because look, let me say real fast, whatever we lose, we're going to gain it right back.
I was going to say that. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let me shut the fuck up.
Because that's facts though. Because first off, we're men.
Yep.
We're men. Everywhere we go is the kingdom.
Yep.
You know, we can start with nothing and have something.
Yep.
It's what we build. You know, and we travel, man. We do our thing, man.
Yep.
You know, we don't. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he, that's
right.
Jake, man.
That's right.
We don't have to be tied down to one tree, man. You know, we're nomadic people. Our whole story is moving. You know, walking, wilderness, walking. You know.
Yep.
That's Jake, man. You know, so hey, man. Like you said, whatever the Lord, what the scriptures say, whatever we lose, we're gonna get back, man.
Yep.
That's going to not being attached, you know. And that's a powerful thing, man. Your mind is not physically attached, you know. Which it takes training, you know. We're passionate, we're men, but hey, man, we know at the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, what's the main thing? Let me keep that, man.
That's it.
Finish it.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life.
Yep. And what does it mean to entangle? It's called confusion. When you get a knot, when you look at a knot, it's like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna get this out? That's confusion, man. Entanglement, you're all webbed up, you know, legs this way, arm that way, you know. You can't fight like that. You're not limber. You're not loose enough. You got too much shit going on, man. You at war, you're on the battlefield, but you got, you know, shit in the back of your mind that's taking you from what's in front of you, man. You know? That shit.
No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yep. So we have to please our power, man. We have to please our power. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's the whole order of things, man. It's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, His men, women, and children, man.
Yeah.
You know? Talking about a good soldier.
Yeah.
Reading that?
Yeah, Bubba Shaw.
This
Oh, you
the-
finished, Mike Oliver?
Yeah, you can read it. Yeah.
Come,
This
come.
is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3, and it reads, Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Yep. Meaning going to endurance. How long can you last? You know? I think it's called an elasticity test. You know, we test the materials, or hardness test.
Yeah.
Test them how much they can endure, man. And the Lord do that with us, man.
Yep.
And you know, the bigger picture is He's preparing us for that day, man. Because right now you in your AC crib, nice plush couch, your car got AC, everything's soft, you know? Everything's easy going, you know? You might gotta deal with traffic, you might, you know, end up with a little bit of less money. But what we're, you know, the Lord's talking about our apostle knows on down is prophesying is evil times, man.
Yep.
You know, and only select men are going to have the wisdom and knowledge, understanding to get through that, man. Which is by the fear of Yahweh Shai, man. Y'all can have the wins now. You can be somebody now. You can be important, you know, on top of the world, have all the answers, but you're not going to have it in that day.
Right.
You know, we bet it on the long term, man. We didn't bet short. We're not here for a get rich quick, you know.
Right.
Talking about generational wealth, it don't happen overnight. You know, it takes time, and we start from zero, man. It starts with faith, man. You know. You got something?
Yeah, I got the Second Timothy.
No,
You don't go on the street,
Thank you,
please.
yeah.
Yeah, this is Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. He just brought it up, but it's another version. The Berean version. A soldier refrains from entangling himself in civilian affairs,
Right.
in order to please the one who enlisted him.
Yeah. You got orders, man.
Yep.
You know what?
We've been enlisted.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and these are civilian affairs. Like we soldiers. You know, we spiritual soldiers, and we not supposed to get entangled with civilian affairs, which is these worldly lusts.
Hey, football games, PTA meetings, all that bullshit of the world, man. You know, you can't get entangled with that. Can you be a parent on a field trip? No. Real shit though. You know what I'm saying? No.
Hey, tonight is the fight.
Canelo and
But Canelo and Terrence Crawford. And you know, people at work last night.
Canelo got it.
A lot of people already said they're not coming to work today.
Damn.
I'ma still go in. I mean, I want to watch the fight.
Yeah.
You know, don't get it twisted. I want to watch it, and I am gonna watch it eventually. But I'm gonna go to work tonight. But a lot of people already said I'm not coming to work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work tomorrow. And a lot of the world is on the same
wavelength.
Yep. You know, all being tuned in at the same time because they don't want to feel like they missing something. You know? But in reality, you're not missing nothing, and it's gonna be there to replay.
Yep, it's going through them entanglements. Is going into those conversations. You know, we don't have the conversation that the world has, man.
Yep.
That's why most times, you know, we can get along, we can blend in, but like I was getting to earlier, you know, about having a real talk. They don't want to have that talk. You know, they don't want to go into nothing deep because it requires them to change, man. They got to turn that dummy switch off.
Yep.
You know, being simple. They want to be in the matrix. It's easier. It's easier on the brain. You know, it's too hard to think critical. You know, I just want to hang out and chill, and I want to watch fights and have my mouth hanging on the damn floor.
Yeah,
you know?
because Jake catch so much hell at the workforce in the world working. The unrighteous laws and decrees is banging down on Jake, and he has to be disciplined in the spirit. They're like, oh hell no.
You don't got enough energy for it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Jake could work 60, 80 hours a week and be dead dog tired, beating his body into the ground, but won't serve the Lord.
Yeah, that's part of Esau's trap, wearing out the saints, you know, but that ain't no excuse. We doing it. Shit.
Yeah.
We doing it.
The apostles.
The apostles doing it?
Yeah,
You was reading something?
you know?
they still working 9 to 5, right?
Huh?
They still working 9 to 5, right?
I don't know for sure, but they were working at one point, and they, you know, selling this concrete for years.
Yeah, they used to walk. Yeah, the Apostle Bar always tell stories about how he had walked to the school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just 1 mile. This was talking about, you know, double-digit miles.
Yeah.
And walking back, you know, just to get some knowledge. And you can click the video, you know. And that's part of the way, or reason why the world's so weak now, man. It's just
Libraries
ease.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything microwave, everything accessible at the tip of your fingers. Yeah, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, microwave.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Yep, it all goes to lust, man. The conversation going to your conduct, you know, but little conversations too, man. You know, certain conversations you might have had in the world, shit. You know, you do to my girl type shit. You know, them conversations you might have engaged in that shit, man. Or you might have been a dope boy, you know, whatever. But it ain't the same no more, man. You put that off, man. You a new preacher, you know? So getting into all the fight, yeah, we talk about shit, you know, cool. Well, I think this and that, all right, that's it. Now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not into that stuff like that, man. You know? Because what's more important? Why you worried about boxing matches, which again, we gonna watch it, so what? You know? But we know what the hell's going on earth, man. Yeah. That's you know what that is? That's an enchantment.
Yep.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Bread and circus.
Bread and circus. Just like Rome, everybody basically tuning in to watch the gladiators go at it.
As long as
in the asylum.
As long as football on Sunday, nobody really give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, the whole, you know, CK, what's his name? Yeah, CK dude.
Yeah, CK.
You're gonna say CK, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Kurt Warner.
Yeah. Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein. You know, yeah, Esau was mad as hell, but he gonna watch his Patriots on Sunday. His Denver Broncos, Philly Eagles.
All right.
You know?
And you legit got people wholeheartedly upset about that man getting unalive.
One dude was crying.
Yeah, he was crying.
Yeah. People crying. I talked to somebody, you know, they were telling me how pissed they were, and they're ready to punch somebody in the face and this, that, and the third. And, you know, I played the field, I ain't, I just said, hey man, he made a lot of enemies. Yeah. And hey man, that was his own people that took him out.
Hey look, my soup, speaking cold, yeah, my soup was like, when he found out the news, they were talking about it at work. He got on the phone, called his brother, he said, hey, they got him at one of the rallies. They won the rallies. When a white boy, when you might say the rally, motherfucking racist.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
And they be talking like they legit, like they was buddy with him.
Yeah,
like they was standing next to him like this.
Well, they are in the spirit.
They said, in the spirit, yeah.
It's like the apostles be speaking, we're with them in the spirit.
Yeah, calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they was all people all emotional and shit. Like we just said, like we were speaking earlier, man, people getting fired. Yeah. Get suspended under investigation behind social media posts.
Blaming both sides, Democrat, Republican.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Yep, your mind refreshed. Not into this worldly stuff, man. Even the stuff you see on the news, man, just all day debating and talking about shit that just happened. So what, man? What's really going on is what's really important, man. It's distractions, man. Delusion is what people suffer from, man.
Let's talk about what's about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. The reaction is what's, because when you go into these, psyops, which is psychological operations, they just keep feeding you the same thing over and over again until they see a behavioral change. What they want to see change is they want division, man. They don't want you buddy with, your coworker, E. Just going with skin color, your white coworker. They don't want you to be friends with them. Right. They want you to fight each other. So what? So you don't point the finger at them, especially what they're about to do to you, man. Yep. They're gonna say, because you monkeys down here, just talking about Jake, we have to do more surveilling. You illegal immigrants. Now we're gonna have Palantir, over here and looking down you from a satellite and marking you if you doing some shit you're not supposed to. Man.
And CK was pushing that too, that Palantir.
Yeah, see.
I got something. I got two precepts. This is on your conversation. This is This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. The points in 11. All right, the points in 11. Remember, it says, "But the day of the Lord comes a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise."
Yep, and that's so important. Which a thief in the night. Yep. Because remember, the Lord is going to come when people least expect it. There's too much stuff people are not worried about that they should be worried about. Their eyes are somewhere else. They're being diverted, which is entertainment, man. Yep. That's what entertainment is, man.
And think about it. At this point, and I've never seen women so much more into like sports, entertainment, because ain't nothing else out here. Oh, no. Since when did you like watching the Bengals play? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. The mirth of this place going down.
Yeah, like since when you were so into combat sports?
Yeah.
When
boxing,
women watching boxing and UFC now.
Yep.
Before they used to just say it was barbarians and didn't like it much. Now they something to talk about now.
That
pretty much.
testosterone is working its way in them now.
Yeah, you know they now they want to feel a part of it now and want to have something to talk about.
Right. It says, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yep, which is going to be the aftermath of these nuclear missiles. After this MOTB systems made mandatory full-fledged, not just people volunteering, you know, not just here and there speckled. Talking about everybody that's part of the society is going to have this device in them, man. You know?
It says, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Yep.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yep. So we know that the end's coming. Should we be partying like it's 1999? You know, snoring coke, you know, taking acid, committing adultery, you know, stealing, robbing, looting, going to the Louis Vuitton store,
Eating
you know,
groceries.
yeah, eating oysters, going to Red Lobster, you know, stealing niggas' Hellcats, Corvettes. You know,
Hot wiring and shit.
Yeah. Now they just got a thing that catches the radio wave. They just open your shit like it's and then make a new key and they drive off with your shit. They don't, you know, but that goes into not being into this world, man. Here it is, you work your ass off, you know?
Damn.
You did everything you're supposed to do. You finally put down that Z06, 80 grand, you know, for a nigga with a shiesty on and some antennas to drive off on your car, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why you're not supposed to be into this world. But going to, again, the whole point, man, all this shit gonna be gone. The stuff you into, all these fads, all these trends, this shit die quick.
Yep.
Because it gets old, man. That always going to, man. Every decade has a spirit, man.
Yep.
The 90s, the 80s, the 70s, all that shit's dead, man.
Yep.
You going, you know, hard to spray that bitch.
Oh, and they're bringing those things.
Yeah,
that soul glow.
Yeah, soul glow.
But you know, it gets to a point where that's how you know this place is through, because they're revamping these. One of my coworkers talking about a 2000s party.
Okay.
I was like 2000s shit.
It's a 2000 block party here in Raleigh.
Yeah. She was talking about. Yeah.
This shit probably.
And I was like,
block that way.
damn.
And
Okay.
even the YouTube shorts. Do you remember this back in the?
Yeah.
It's all over the damn place.
Yep.
It's
What they call it, nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old video games.
Playing that sad music with it.
Right.
Yeah, like, that shit's gone, man.
I mean, that shit do low key make you think about the past, low key.
Yeah.
You know, kind of put you in a little mood, like, damn.
Back when shit was simple.
But see, the funny thing about that, I saw a quote, and it's true. It's in a sense, it's like, you know, be more loyal to your future. You know what I'm saying? The past is the past.
That's old.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta be more loyal to the future, because the future is what we're doing now. You know, you know, he that put his hand to the plow and looking back is not fit. Cause that old man, like we brought out, that old man, yo, come on, man.
He always on point.
He's always there.
Mm-hmm.
I had a homeboy hit me up early in the year, and I ain't talked to this dude in probably about 2 years, 3 years. He'll hit me up from time to time, and he's like, "Yo, look, I'm about to have this big party. You know, strippers gonna be there. You know, blah blah blah." If I was in the world, he was always throwing something. I was always, there. You know, so yo. I even bought some of your type, man. Hey, yo, you ain't seen your boy in a minute.
Be there waiting.
Yeah, be there waiting for you. I'm like, man, and then he'll send me like a video of like the one he threw like the last time. You know, bitch shaking the hand, you know, and I'm just like,
It should be lit.
yeah, I'm like, man, I'm good, bro. He like, damn, man, like you ain't you no more. That's what he said. I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah, I heard these niggas that sitting there, you pussy.
Yeah.
Man, you acting like the bitch now.
He didn't say that, but he just like, damn.
They missed the old man. That's what
Yeah, they missed the old man, because that old man in you will bring out that old man in them. Now looking at, hey,
Right back in the world.
now you running trains on a bitch,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I ain't mean to do that shit. Like,
Yeah. It's like a fiend finally got that crack.
exactly. A relapse.
There's some 7 more wicked spirits coming on you.
Con.
Yep.
I had one more precept.
Yep. I'll back you up after.
Con. This what was you just reading?
That Ephesians 4 and 22.
Yeah, read that last part of Ephesians.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 23, and it reads, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Yeah, it says be renewed through the spirit of your mind. This is Psalms 51. It says, verse 2, wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sins. For I acknowledge my transgressions and my sin is ever before me. Again, hold on, where am I at? Hold on.
Verse 2.
Yeah. Verse 2, it says, I hit the arrow button, so it went.
Jump.
Yeah, so it's Psalms 51 and 2. It says, wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions and my sins ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mayest be justified when thou speakest and be clear when thou judgest. I'm jumping down. Hold on. Yeah, here you go. That's what I was looking for. Verse 10. Create in me a clean heart, O Yahweh, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. You know? You want the Lord to continue to cleanse your heart. Each and every day he allows you to wake up, man. You know, because that old man,
Yeah.
Waiting
in the cut.
you know, he's waiting.
Waiting behind the tree.
You know?
With the gang too.
Oh
Yeah, look, oh, Shorty been asking about you. You know? Or yeah, like, you know, that job you always wanted? You know? Yeah, you may have to, hey, look, you can go camp on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? They need you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, just whatever the case may be, that old man, that old career, we got to be in the mindset of losing our lives.
yeah. Rebuke the tempter. You know, that's the voice. Most time it be that voice. It's the voice in your head, man.
Yep.
You know, there's an old anime. I don't know if y'all brother seen it. Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
You know, niggas always scoffing
Yep.
Samuel Jackson.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that me always doubting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That nigga in your ear, man. That's the flesh, man. You know, because the real thing is he don't exist, man. He's just all in Afro's head. You know,
Yep.
but he manifests. You know, and that's them demons, man. You know, and if you don't rebuke it, then that demon just gets stronger. You know, and gets stronger till you get overcome, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so let's talk about the deceitfulness of sin. You know, it's real deceptive. Little by little, that's how men fall away.
Yep.
You know, if you don't say no, he's gonna come back and ask you again. You gotta keep saying no, man.
Yep.
It don't end, man. But I got a quick one. It's Proverbs 12 and 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that pull, it draws you in.
Yep.
You know, that constant pull of the world, man. You know, your eyes one time, you're looking, you know, you're not focused. Your eyes not single, man.
Right.
You're looking over your shoulder. You hear the shit in the background. You're like, damn, what they doing over there? That's how Jake was with other nations, man. You know, what they doing? What God they serve?
Right.
Oh, look, shit. What I gotta do?
Right.
Spin around 3 times, lick my heels, I'll be rich. You know, bow the knee to Baal. Build a cake to who? Queen of
Yeah.
who? That's Jake, man.
Hey, what was that Levite dude that brothers doing a lesson on back here like a year ago or
Then
so?
he turned to
He was like, yeah, I worship. He saying he worshiped Satan.
Satan, yeah.
And
He got everything he wanted.
Yeah, I think it was a Levite. You know what I'm saying?
Got it, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, the devil will bless you, man.
Yeah.
But it's ultimately it's a curse, man.
Yep.
And it's time sensitive. That's what we read earlier about selling your soul, man.
Right.
You know, Yahushua. That's why when he was tempted, he knew
Mhm.
it would come to an end. He showed saints it out. He laid out all the kingdoms.
Yep.
He laid out all the kingdoms because these are his kingdoms, man.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
earthly
Exactly.
kingdom that's been in establishment has been Satan's kingdom, man. Besides, of course, the house of David.
Mhm.
You know, but all the other kingdoms, the heathen kingdoms, were Satan's, man. Especially this kingdom. So you don't think Yahushua has seen so-called America? You're like, dude, I'm about to get more than what you about to offer
Right.
me, man. You know, and that's it has to be our mindset, man.
That's right.
You know, and Yahushua did it off of faith. You know, but it says the way of the wicked seducing. You know, seduce meaning attraction, man.
Right.
You know, think about a beautiful woman, man. You just can't resist. You know, and that's them castaways and followers that eventually they fall to their lust, man. We fall to the same temptations, man.
You got flesh.
You got flesh. Yahushua same as well, man. but he resisted from sin, man. You know, and that's what we're trying to tap into, man. That's because that's how ultimately you become blameless, man.
Hey,
You can do that by faith. So,
hey, we talking about Yahweh Shai. You don't think women was throwing themselves at him?
exactly, because remember that
You talking about Yahweh Shai?
that and the disciples, you know, because Jake he be paying attention, man. Yahweh Shai was talking to that woman at the well. The disciples like he's talking to a woman. What the fuck,
Right.
you know? But it was, you know, because you gotta read between the lines sometimes, man. It's
Right.
like because Yahweh Shai didn't deal with women, man. You know, he was talking to the woman at the well. First, because she was a heathen, and then two, because she was a woman, man.
Right.
Yahweh Shai don't deal with women. You know, woman touched his garment and shit. He like, who the fuck touched me?
Yeah.
You know, so that's, you know, that's what we aim towards, you know. But that's the mission we're on, man. Mission minded. Yahweh Shai was mission minded, man.
You know, and plus, what happened the last 2 times he was here, dealing with
Solomon.
women.
Solomon.
Yeah, Solomon.
Yeah.
Hell, Adam.
Yep.
On to that woman, man. And you know she no good.
Yep.
You know she no good.
Yep.
You know, and you still give the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe this time she don't, you know what I'm saying? No, man. Let her go. Talking about the world. Ain't nothing here for you. Even we, you know, me and brother Isaiah was down from last week. We walking down, we went to get a smoothie.
Yeah.
We down at campus, so we walk around a little bit. It's just lame, man. You're not missing nothing, man. You're gonna see women anywhere on the planet.
Yep.
They're literally everywhere.
Yep.
Like you can go in bumfuck nowhere, you'll find a woman there, man. You know, and they're gonna be decent. But you know, men, it's good to talk about. They giving themselves over to it, not just women physically, but them philosophies, man. You know.
What was that? First Maccabees, where it says wine and women.
They went into the account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find it.
Let me see.
It's one scripture to say wine and women cause men of understanding to fall away.
Yeah.
It's not
in
that
Ezra's,
strength. It's not that strength until a woman.
Yep.
That way was destroyed.
One Kings, yep.
Yep.
And children
Yeah, I was
too.
thinking about that one too. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
When they was trying to figure out who was stronger.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what the brother looking for.
Looking for, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking Samson.
Yeah. Hey, to a woman, man.
Samson, King David,
Yep.
Solomon.
Yep.
It all has some shit to do with behind a woman.
Yep.
I get the one in Sirach 19 right quick.
And, you know, the scripture was going to that pillow talk too.
Bill talking, yeah.
You know, you gotta remember these women, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I first came in truth, Paul saw that your woman ain't shit. I got offended. But nah, man, she on my good. You know what I'm saying? But nah, come to find out, you know, shit, he was right. You know, which makes the scriptures right.
Exactly.
But once again, there's levels to the wickedness of women.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. You got it.
Yeah, okay. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 19. I started at 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contempteth small things shall fall by little and little. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
Man, exactly. You all into these females, man. You know?
Cleaving the harlot.
Cleaving
Cleaving
the
the hoes.
These hoes,
The
yeah.
modern terms.
Yep.
Isn't that you cleaving the hoes, you go fall away.
Yep. Lose your money. You can't tight no more because you taking bitches on double dates and stuff.
Right.
You know, going to, you know, Ruth Chris and, you know, you shouldn't be over there. That bitch deserve, you know, Mickey D's. You're taking her out because you're trying to impress her, because you're trying to get the box, and she like, I'm trying to get $1,000 out this nigga.
Damn, they ran right through that.
Hey,
People don't give a fuck no more.
Yo.
hey, and when you got a roster of hoes, that requires time.
That's the point, yeah.
Time, energy, money,
Which is a sacrifice.
your life force. When you releasing, you know that's, you know that, you know when you got your roster, because now this one got to get this day, this one got to get this day. You got to figure out how to spend time with them, and on top of preventing them from bumping heads or running into each other.
Yeah.
So now that's a mental and physical.
And
Physical
the scripture
energy
say everything
drain.
that's lawful is not expedient. You know, so we can have more than one woman, but is it expedient? Is it wise in these times? No, because we've been called to do a mission.
If not, niggas you gonna be stressed out. Know what I mean? You gonna be drained.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might be mad because now you arguing with this one. But was you done with that?
He was done.
Yeah, yeah.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, and you know, going into purging meaning to cleanse.
Zay.
If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness.
Hey, scriptures say, "Love not the world, neither the things are in the world." Right? And what's the major thing in the world of Israel? Money, cars, clothes, and hoes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's been the downfall of our people.
And we love women, for the record. You know, we definitely love them, but we understand shit. They could cause you to go left.
Yep.
They will. Cause
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they will.
They ain't going nowhere but to hell. These women ain't right, man.
Tell you,
Yeah.
man, a woman could legit throw you off, like
Oh,
just
your game.
throw you off your game. Now you dealing with her. You so behind her. Not you ain't working out. You ain't working out how you used to. You ain't reading how you used to. You ain't watching videos how you used to. You know, you ain't on top of your grind like how you used to. Just straight up throw you off. Flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity.
And where's that written? That's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
But Jake don't want no part of the scriptures, man. You know,
That's right.
they don't see the benefit.
Yeah,
Right.
My own brother, what is that gonna benefit me now, yo? Because like you said, my God, we're playing the long game, yeah. You know,
Charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart.
Pure heart, going to pure mind, clean conscience. You know, especially in that day, you know, when all hell breaks loose and shit looking bad, and you know, we down our luck, so to say. We got a good conscience towards the Lord because we did what we're supposed to do, man.
that's right.
And the Lord gonna confirm our faith because again, out of all the people on the planet Earth, and the shit they was doing was who was serving the Lord, man, in truth and sincerity, man.
That's right.
You know, speaking of our apostles on down, those what we endured, man. You know, so having a good heart towards the Lord, meaning you know, you got no guilt, man.
That's right.
You know, no shame. You know, we didn't step on the Lord. We're not out here sneaking out and sleeping with other, you know, gods and calling on secretly.
Right,
you know?
yo, I saw you come out of that church, man. What the hell going on? Oh, I was in there condemning them, Mark. Yeah, okay. What you was dressed up?
Exactly. With the suit and tie on, barbecue grease.
Man, it's Easter.
Yeah. You know?
What's going on?
Oh, fuck, man.
And,
Man, you know the missions, man. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll
you know,
family, man.
yeah, you know, man.
the Lord see you, man.
Yeah.
You know, but again, us, we have, you know, what we're into. It requires all our attention, man. That's ultimately the point. You know, more than a little bit, man. You know, the Lord not dealing with lukewarm, you know, individuals, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 34. And take heed to yourselves.
Yeah.
Lest
Take heed to yourself, which is important because, yeah, we out here, you know, telling our people to repent, you know, showing Jacob their transgression and their sin, saying to repent, turn back onto your power, you know, but you all that pointing finger sometimes, you forget to get on yourself, man. You know,
Say, take heed to yourself, man.
Exactly.
You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself. Listen to yourself. Self-examination. You know, and the script say, does ye not know thyself?
Examine thy faith.
Yeah, like rather you know if you in the faith, like you know you. You know what you like. You know what you want.
you know if you're on some bullshit.
Yeah, you know if you on some. Man, I'm on some bullshit right now. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I'm on some bullshit today. You just know yourself, man, and that's where that fight within.
Yep.
You know, you gotta conquer. What's that saying?
He that conquers the world.
No, he that conquers himself.
conquers the world.
It conquers the world. Yeah, you gotta shit, man. You gotta conquer yourself, and that's a everyday fight.
Yeah, Apostle Bar likes to say that, you know, the main fight is you. It's up here.
Yeah, exactly. being real with yourself, being
Yeah.
honest. Stop lying to yourself. Because there's going to psychology, they say most people they'll lie to themselves before they lie to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so much more convenient to lie to yourself than to lie to somebody else.
Yep.
That's where no growth comes from. You're stagnant, dealing with the same problems. But sometimes it happens. But eventually you're supposed to overcome, man.
Right.
Because we got the grace and the mercy of Yahweh Bashar Shai, man. If not, you keep falling to the same pitfalls.
Yep.
Keep doing the same things over and over again. Keep doing the same mistakes. It means you're not learning. Meaning you're going into reprobate activity, man.
Yep. You made me think about the nation. Us as a nation. Oh, yeah. Well, I say the 2/3 nation. Now the scriptures say, "Prophesy not unto us bright things, speak unto us smooth things." Prophesy deceit. So Jake wants to hear lies, man.
That's true, and that goes into a feminine spirit. Because men, even talks about the Comforter. He shall shew thee things to come. The spirit of truth.
Right.
He shall shoot. It's a masculine spirit.
Oh, it's a woman.
Nah.
Yeah, you're not Jake.
Speaking of that, a woman want to hear how pretty she is, how good she look. They don't want to hear that they need to lose a few pounds.
Hey, that's Israel though.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear. Hey, you need to tighten up a little bit.
It's so negative. You don't say nothing positive.
Right.
The harlot. She was playing the harlot last week. She was playing a harlot last week. She don't want to hear it.
Oh yeah.
That's that Proverbs 30 and 20.
Yeah.
Adulterous woman.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No accountability.
Yep.
But
This is Luke 21 and 34.
Oh man. Yo. So, check out this. At work, it's this lady had something happen to her place, and someone had to go in there and fix it. Well, the guy that went in there to fix it found the guy's number, called him up, and says, "Hey, is this such and such?" He's like, "Yeah, who is this?" What the fuck is wrong with Jake? Jake just walked down the street.
That man got a T in it.
Nah.
Oh.
But anyways, she was like, "Yeah, you just left my place. Are you married?" Meanwhile, she's married with the seed. She don't work. The dude take care of her. It's correct. She's like an Edomite. And so he responded back, "I'm married. Leave me alone." But like, this just go show the wickedness. You can give a fucking bitch everything, bro. That's why we gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
That's deletion if you get, man.
It's never enough, man. You can do everything right. You can see the videos. The one girl straight up said, "My husband, it ain't nothing wrong with the marriage. Everything so perfect. I'm unhappy."
He was too perfect.
Yeah, he was too perfect.
Yeah.
Like, he take care of you, he protects you, he provide for you, good father, and it's just not enough. It's like, what more do you want from me?
Yeah.
Some of the one where the lady moved to the hotel.
No, that was one. That was one. But it's multiple videos I've seen. A lady straight up left her husband and family to move somewhere else so she could live her best life. And straight came out her mouth and said, the husband ain't do nothing wrong.
damn.
It's like, damn.
And they be doing shit like that and they don't get judged for it. Because that's especially going into the nation of Israel, that was a curse the Lord put upon us, talking about our woman being a harlot, and he ain't gonna judge them. They're gonna step out on you and do the nasty, and he ain't gonna judge them. That's why you go into these domestic disputes. Who gets arrested? Jake.
Yep.
The man, really, the man gets arrested. Get caught out there, in the bed. Old boy come home early. Who he blicking down? The man. Women get out.
Yo, I saw one. It was in Jersey a couple years ago. The woman was stepping out on her husband. They had a couple kids. She was messing with a co-worker. And the co-worker, "Yo, leave that nigga now. Yo, I'm tired of playing this back and forth, being in secret." He ended up shooting the husband.
What the?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I forgot what happened. I don't even think she did jail time.
No, she's not. More than likely she
Even
did.
if she provoked the dude,
She still
she still
would.
won't go to jail. Like, you do something. I mean, sometimes they get,
That nigga just crashed out.
He crashed out because he fell in love with some
hoe.
used goods. Yeah, some hoe. But hey, that's judgment though.
Yep.
Because that's what we did to the Lord. You know, if that was Israelite or not, whatever. You know, but nonetheless, that's the condition of the earth because, you know, the Lord had it from the beginning. He gave us everything, man. Going into Adam.
Yep.
We were in the Garden of Eden. Eden is paradise. We're in the Garden of Eden, the most fertile part of the earth, man.
Yep.
And, you know, we fumbled it, man. You know, what happened with Adam, man. You know, that's why Ezra's cried, oh, Adam, what hast thou done, man? That's why all this perils on the earth, man. Because the sons of Adam, the sons of God fell from grace, man. You know, so women doing this other shit is because why? Because Lord wants us to turn back to Him.
Yep.
We're His woman.
Yep.
You know, but Jake ain't hearing it, man. You know, Jake can still rap about doing dumb shit, man. You know. But go ahead.
This is Luke 21:34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares.
Yep. You're not paying attention, man. You're letting your guard down, you know, because you're all into the world, man. You know?
Isn't surfeiting, isn't like overindulgence?
And excess.
Yeah. Excess, okay, yeah. Excess, overindulgence.
Same thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gluttony, you know? Doing too much, man. You gotta go to the damn club every damn weekend, you know? You gotta get drunk every goddamn day.
Right.
You gotta be talking to females every damn day. On the dating apps every fucking day, you know?
Yeah, motherfuckers be on like 4 or 5 dates. I'm like, yo, the fuck, man?
Yeah, like it ain't
You thirsty as hell, bro.
Yeah.
it ain't that deep.
And them dating apps, them shit's a trap too, man. Now it's a catfish. Catfish. You know, but I'm talking about the ratio. It's probably like 50 niggas to 1 female in there. She not gonna click on your shit.
Yeah.
Your weak ass profile.
Yeah.
She want a nigga with him.
Yep.
She want a nigga with a Ferrari.
Yep.
She want a nigga with the best lifestyle.
Definitely just skimming through
She's
the
like, oh, this nigga, how tall is he? 5 what?
Right. It started with a 5.
You won't even be in her filter, bro.
Right.
You'll never even get on her page. She filter your ass out.
Immediately, oh, anything under 5 foot, she
You not even
dub.
getting-
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's a sort menu.
Probably, yeah. I don't know if they got financials on there, but I'm sure if they did, niggas not getting with the UPS with the pension, he not getting no play.
Then you got to remember, you know, bros that ain't got women, the woman ain't dealing with them. You know, Lord's telling you, hey, look, ain't no bitch worthy right now.
They not, man.
Even the ones we with, they barely worthy.
Bro, King Solomon already did it for us.
Yeah.
He said out of 1,000.
Yep.
Bro, none.
Yep.
That was back then when they was covered up.
Yep.
You know, calling you Lord. You know, shit, you get lucky if you get a sir or a mister. You get, hey, what? You know, you don't get no respect, man. So how's it gonna be any better in this time, man? Women don't fear men; they fear the police. They fear losing their job or their boss. But they don't fear their husbands because they're gonna call that 911 number, man.
Yep.
You know, they're gonna call the state on you. You know, and you're gonna lose that battle, man. So hey, like you say, ain't no women worth it. You know, ain't compromising what we got going on. Absolutely not, man.
Right.
Because again, going into self-esteem, have some self-esteem, man. We're the prize, man.
Yep.
You know, if you measure, you know, our worth based off of carnal things, and you missing the mark, man.
That's right.
You know, the Lord dealing with spiritual men, and He do that because a lot of these women ain't up to no good, man. Imagine if you had a bunch of bread, you know. I kind of been close to that. You don't know who the fuck to trust,
right?
Because you got too much stuff that people want, man.
Yep.
You get in the scene, and now you somebody. You know, we got women that are clout chasing, man. They want your lifestyle. They don't love you.
Right.
They want to. They push themselves on a yacht, traveling. They want to. They want to follow their dreams and aspirations. They don't give a damn about no kids. If they had kids, cool. You know.
Tell Tyreek Hill that.
Yeah, exactly. They're not buying into you, man. They're not buying into you, man. They're buying into what you got, man.
Fucking biggest simp of the of the decade.
Yeah.
And that ain't it ain't pimping if you got it. How it go? It ain't
tricking if you got it.
Yeah, that ain't you ain't if you tricking.
That's a different situation. Yeah, it ain't tricking if you got it. That's what Wayne said. You know, if you got bread, you know, you can play different games.
Yeah.
But that's sucker shit, man. But again, it goes back to self-esteem. You know, you putting your worth in measure of how much you're worth to compared to a woman, what they think, man. When women are fickle, man.
Yep.
They like you one week, the next week they don't. You put pressure on them, they fall back. You fall back, they put pressure on you. These opposites,
it's
man.
games.
This would be weird.
They are weird, bro.
Yep.
They don't know what the hell they want, so you know what
when
we're
you
gonna
be
do.
in a relationship with them, it'd be weird.
Oh, bro,
Be like that. Telling you, man, it's crazy because a older head told me, hey man, you know, you gotta be careful, man, because a woman will switch up on you within a blink of an eye.
That's fucking
You know?
true.
That's in the scriptures. To change the
You
countenance.
know, one minute they good, the next minute they this. You know, or
I think so.
Well, you gotta remember, that's the other nigga's spirit on them.
17.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes she slept with,
They do got spirits on them.
you know what I'm saying? That nigga spirit pop up out of nowhere.
Yep. They got previous
You know?
trauma.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do certain shit because it remind you of this nigga.
Yep.
You know, you get blamed for shit you didn't even do because this nigga did it.
Yep.
You know, but go ahead, get that.
Real fast, real quick. I had a chick try to holler at me, and I said, "Yo, what's your deal? You know, you got married, you got a man, blah blah." Blah. She was like, "Nah, I broke up with this guy." I said, "Does the dude still want you?" She's like, "Yeah, he didn't want the breakup." So why do I said, "So why would I want you? This man wants you."
Yeah,
Dumb bitch.
He's setting up for failure.
That's
Exactly.
problems right there.
That's problems.
Right.
So he see me out with you.
he ready to crash out. He ready to crash out.
He'll crash out.
He mad at you.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even know. 'Cause you don't know who he is.
Right.
You can't prepare for a nigga coming up. That, you know.
And the crazy thing is, she was getting ready to move. I said, "So who helping you move?" "Oh, he gonna help me move."
Oh,
Damn, nigga still don't like that.
Yeah, that's a new thing on the earth, man. A woman shall compass a man.
It's not telling what she's telling him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hell no,
Slack it.
bro. Go ahead.
God, this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 25 and 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh.
That's a good one though.
Well, yeah.
That's the builder.
Yeah, it's going up.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, okay, come.
25, 17.
Sirach 25 and 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Yeah, exactly. Switching up on you.
Yep.
You know, she used to be having them beady eyes, man. Light. Now you look at her, you just see darkness.
Yep.
Because you know what she's thinking? She's thinking some bullshit, man. She getting ready to step out.
That soul is gone.
Exactly.
You look in them eyes, they just,
Yep.
you know?
Yep. That's what they do, man.
Yep.
They switch up on you, man. You know, they're not getting what they want. They start, you know, being assholes, man. You know?
You the problem now.
Yeah, now it's you. They gaslight you. You can't get no say in.
Yeah.
You know, and you got kids. Guess what? Weaponized.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
It's gonna be a whole campaign to bring you down because why? Because of their feelings, man.
Exactly.
You know.
I get 23 right quick.
Yeah. Go.
This is Sirach 25 and 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance,
Yep.
and a wounded heart.
Yeah, exactly. You know how these women be doing these men, man. Going on a damn, but you can't. Don't be doing that shit, man. On TikTok crying and shit. You know, move on, man. But go ahead.
Have you seen that shit on TikTok, bro? Where they be like, "I survived this man. I survived a chef. I survived a DV. I survived a West Indian. I survived a police officer." That's just showing you how much of a fucking hoe you are, bro.
Body count right there.
Can't keep a man.
Can't keep a fucking man. These bitches are the fucking problem, man.
Do it one more time.
This is Sirach 25
Slack it.
No, it's facts.
and 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
Yeah, but bad the courage means she always saying some slick shit. Oh, you ain't shit, nigga. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. You can't do shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You know. Got you questioning yourself, man.
Constantly rolling her eyes at you.
Yeah, attitude.
Yep.
You know, don't give you no focus. You know what I'm saying? They can't look at you. They're looking away and shit and walking away while you talking and shit. You know. Go ahead.
Maketh an heavy countenance.
Yep. Heavy counters meaning you in heaven is like, God damn, you know you can't do nothing. You know. It be, you know, especially when you're legit, man. You're getting heartbroken. Come on now. We all been there.
Yep.
In that bathroom, shower, singing, on the fucking floor, crying. We all been there. Because of a woman, man. Only woman do that to you, man. You don't care about your Pokemon cards.
Yep.
You don't care about none of that shit, man. A woman would do it to you, man.
Right.
You know, and they know that shit. You know, go ahead.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, man. Hey, babe, it's gonna be okay, man. You got this. You a king. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bounce back. No. They're like, man, you ain't shit. See, this is what you get. I told you.
That's
told
what it is. This is what you deserve.
Exactly.
You fuck up one time with a woman, That's what you deserve.
Yeah.
They've been let a fucking lie with these fucking Disney movies. Oh, you a princess, is that in the fucking third? In reality, what the fuck did Snow White's husband do? You think he just chilled with you? He probably got another bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
They just give you that fucking, oh, you're supposed to be worse, you're supposed to be, all this other bullshit, man.
Yep. Because their happiness is tied to materialism. And that's why, you know, women are the biggest consumers on the earth, man. Buy, consume.
Yep.
You know, I deserve this, I deserve that. That entitlement is because you're measuring off of materials.
They said the city is built for a woman anyway.
Metropolis.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, going around shopping. That's not a masculine thing to do. We do it because we got to.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's a grocery shopping. We're supposed to have this shit in our backyard. Why are we shopping for clothes? You're supposed to be making it, man. It's a fucking sewing machine. You know?
Yep.
But it's set up for a woman, that's true, man. And that's why they've been given liberty. That's why they've been given the ability to go to the workforce so they can go out and buy shit.
It's fucked them up.
They don't want to build, grab that. A woman, weak woman tear up down her house.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ain't that in Proverbs?
Yeah, it's in Proverbs.
I get it.
I finished this up.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Yeah, exactly. Bring you down, that morale. You know? Your bitch at home ain't giving you, you know, courage. You done, man. You know? Really without this wisdom and knowledge, you know, but you know, if your woman ain't backing you up, who gonna, you know, you done, man. She don't believe in you. You know? So you don't want to do shit, man. I'm staying home and play the game all day. I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna be in the room.
That's the nigga they want though. The nigga that's playing the game.
Docile.
And I see that all the time.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yep. I was at work, man. Fucking, she probably be like in her late 40s, maybe early 50s. Had two grown boys. And she was like, can you get that? It's a bug on the windowsill. Can you get that? I looked at the bitch, looked at the two dudes, they on their phone. But that's what these women want. They raise niggas like this, man.
Right. Docile.
That's what they produce.
You can't talk to her like that. You know? That's true. Crucified. Men don't stand up for themselves. But they'll beat your ass though. They ready to fight you.
Yep.
You know? Shit backwards. You got it. It's Proverbs 14, right?
Yep. This is Proverbs 14:1. It says, every wise woman buildeth her house.
Yeah, every wise woman, a woman that fears the Lord, builds her house, raises them up the right way, man. Children, taking care of the household, right? Not out here being a hoe, man. Want to be in the city and be seen and wear loose clothing, be loud, girl, all that shit, man. Gossiping on all these social media apps, you know, liking niggas' pictures and you know, DMing. You know, nah, man. Every wise woman builds her house, man. That's what you should be putting your money in, man. That's your economy. That's your business. Is your home, man.
Yeah, your investment, your family.
Exactly.
You know. This is Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
Yep. Tear it down. You know.
Yep.
They don't want to build nothing. They want to destroy. That's why, you know, you see clips of, you know, females trashing niggas' homes, slashing their tires. You know, just move on, man.
Yep.
You know, but no, they want to destroy. That's what they do. They want to consume. Just through her, we all die, man.
Yep.
They don't know how to build nothing. You know, righteous. They're not buying into what we're doing, man. At least not now. You have some women that out here believing. You know.
Yep.
But for the most part, hell no, man.
Y'all remember that instance where that Jake had that I think he had a hard drive with all his 2K stuff on it.
Oh yeah, the female.
Yeah. She deleted everything
and recorded him.
Yep.
To see his response, like it was some funny shit.
Shit.
That's how he made his money. That was
Yep.
That's how she got all she wanted because of that shit.
Man, women just add confusion, man. And adding more women is gonna add more confusion.
Yep.
Because what are you building, man? With, you know, like everything's lawful but not expedient. We don't have no land to be having all these fucking women and children. You know, what the hell are we gonna do to them anyways? You gonna sit them in the house playing the game? You gonna have 10 kids playing the game? You know?
It's gonna take a societal collapse, which is gonna happen.
The playing field to be leveled out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when these women are gonna want to do and resort back to the ancient way. They're gonna still be wicked.
Get the teats fell.
You know? They're gonna still be wicked in a sense, but not at the level that it is now, man.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not gonna be able to run their fucking mouth. They're not gonna be able to get on social media and do the things that they was once doing. See this device right here?
Oh yeah, infiltrator. It's a
Yeah.
demon. It's true. Fucking phones.
Phones, man.
That's true, though. Because you know the average woman now she got access to people she wasn't even supposed to be having access to.
Exactly.
How is it that an everyday woman can just message Odell Beckham?
Yep.
You know, and she got some shit on her profile, nigga going, hey shit,
Yep.
That's not supposed to be like that, man.
And before you used to have to be in the same room as somebody in order to or know somebody that knows somebody.
To be in that kind of circle.
Yeah.
Now you just got average females. Now they, because they got ass or whatever. These OnlyFans females.
Yeah.
Women got it on easy mode, man.
Yep.
It is hot. It is, anyways, that's not yours. It's just your turn, man.
That's
it's just
it.
your turn. That's it. These women don't belong to us, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Let me start at 11.
Well, but, yeah.
Big con. This is Isaiah 32 and 11.
Almost.
Tremble ye women that are at ease.
Yep. Tremble you women that are at ease, man. Because that's how you know a kingdom is falling, by the state of their women, man.
Yep.
You got women crying because, they can't live the lifestyle that they had, that they feel like they deserve, when they should be in the fucking house. They're trembling because why? Because they're defenseless. You women are gonna find out that you have no power.
That's it.
You're really not that important, man. In the grand scheme of creation, yeah, you bear our children. It's a beautiful thing, man. But as far as power, you're not supposed to usurp power over a man. That's why the world's in good chaos now. You got too many opinions.
Yep.
You got women that don't know what the hell they want talking about what they should do and what they want. You don't know what you want, man.
That's why you go from a husband, a father to a husband, man. Because you're supposed to constantly be fucking led, man.
Yeah. You don't know what you want at the damn restaurant.
Right.
You sitting there for minutes. I'm in that bitch for 2 seconds. I see some shit. Bam. I know
That's
what I want.
it.
We at the smoothie spot. Let's get that. What was it called? I forgot that shit. Me and I saw it. I'm at the store. Boom, boom, boom. Edda Bussard always said, why am I walking around the store for a whole fucking hour?
Right.
I know what I need. Boom, 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 boom.
Go right.
People was getting stabbed in stores.
Yep.
I'm not trying to get shot in no store. I don't want to.
That's it. That's it.
Get what I gotta get. Boom, boom.
Yep.
I'm out of here. What a woman want to do? You
Yeah.
check every damn aisle in the store.
Shit. Yo,
Shit drive you crazy.
I was telling my kid's mom that you go to the store and you'll get a couple of, I said, why don't you just make one fucking run? I said, you can't sit the fuck down. I said, either you gonna sit the fuck down or Lord gonna sit your fucking ass down.
It's true, man. It's not safe, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a pickup order. Can I get some Tide?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, Toddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, tremble you women that are at ease, man. You're comfortable, and that's what all you women want to do is just be comfortable. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to go through hardship.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to build character. You don't want to do the right thing. You what you feel like doing, man.
They don't want to have any morals.
They don't have no damn morals, man. They'll stand for it to a point, like Joe's woman.
Yep.
She bear with him for a little bit, but eventually, hey, curse the Most High, die, man. Don't you have your integrity?
Yep.
Curse them, But go ahead.
I ain't
Oh, they wrapped it up?
I ain't even hear him.
I ain't hearing me. We read them two verses.
Right. This is Isaiah 32 and 11. Tremble ye women that are in trouble, ye careless ones, bear and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Yeah, so bad time is coming, man. And not for women. This is the earth and period, man. Going to the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, you playing around on these social apps out here downtown, playing around. Hey, man, the Lord got something for you, man. The Lord gonna send Esau, man, the devil.
Yep.
All right, send them troops on you, man. Talking about don't come to Chicago. Niggas in Chicago, you ain't do nothing, man. Talking about don't bring them troops down here. You're gonna shoot sideways and hit somebody. You're not gonna do nothing, man.
Right.
Take it one drone.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even have to put men down there. They'll take a drone. They'll armor the vehicles.
Well,
Cut your block off.
Right.
You live in buildings.
But the spirit of Esau is to be a hunter.
Oh yeah.
So he gets excited. He gonna let him go in there. If it leads to that.
Yep.
That Purge movie when it was in the projects.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's already in the works, man.
Yep.
Hunting season. He's gonna start hunting niggas. He's already with the pseudoscience. Get them 13%.
Yep.
And that mindset that opens the door for every so-called Negro, Latino, and every. They don't know the difference.
That's it.
That's what happens when Caesar made that decree about getting every what group you from.
That's it.
You don't care if you're Sakari, you don't care if you're a Zealot, you don't care if you're from Iowa. It don't matter, man. So the devil will come down with great wrath, knowing that he had with a short time, man.
Right.
And you women are going to be completely defenseless, man. But go ahead. Read next verse.
This is Isaiah 32:12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruit.
Benefits, man. All that playing around. Isaiah 24th chapter, right? Shall we make mirth? We're in a terrible time, man. This is JT around the corner, Hour of Temptation. You got people still playing around, man. SOB. We read earlier about the day of the Lord being as a thief in the night. We'll look like fools now. We'll look like losers now. All right, but we're gonna see, man. The Lord said He's gonna make His name more precious than fine gold, man. Right. You know. So anybody got anything? Hey, so with that, Lord's will, this is edifying.
Our Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.